Good evening, football fans of Oklahoma. Welcome to the 2022 KINB CBS Sports Radio High School Game of the Week season opener right here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1. Our title sponsors for this football broadcast are our good friends at the SSM Health at St. Anthony's Hospital and Chuck Davis of State Farm. We are very excited about the football game this evening. Heck, we're excited about the season, and it all starts tonight at historic Taft Stadium. I'm so glad to be here. Tonight's high school game of the week is between the Class 5A Lawton MacArthur Highlanders and the Class 4A John Marshall Bears of Oklahoma City. And we are broadcasting live from Taft Stadium right off May Avenue here in the heart of Oklahoma City. And you're in tune to the high school game of the week pregame show. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. Alongside of me is my color analyst this season, Mr. D. Wright himself. D, I'm so excited to have you as a color analyst this year, my man. I mean, it's a pleasure. It's a privilege to be able to work with you this fall. I know when this opportunity came about, you were real quick to jump on it. How you feeling about the game tonight between Lawton Mac and John Marshall?
You know, I am excited. First, let me say good afternoon and good evening to everyone out there. I am excited, as you said, about the season as well as tonight's game because these are two talented programs, one program on the up, another program still establishing and going through, just continuing what they've been doing. But I am ready for the season.
I am too. It's going to be a great night of football. We're certainly going to look at both teams closer as the pregame show continues. We'll highlight some of the players, highlight some of the coaches, give you the keys to the game, discuss what's going on to, for both teams to get a victory tonight. Now, one thing I do want to announce to the listening audience is we're going to be following the John Marshall Bears of Oklahoma City throughout the entire 2022 football season. And honestly, I couldn't be happier about it. John Marshall's program has a rich history of athletics. They're very well respected, and they have high standards, when it comes to performing at a high level. So we're honored here at CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM here in Oklahoma City to be able to cover them extensively this football season. It really is a match made in heaven. Okay, so real quick, stick with us. We're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll break down both football teams tonight, starting with the home team, the John Marshall Bears. We'll also hear from head coach Coach Barris. He's this is his first year as head coach, so I can't wait to talk with him a little bit more. We've talked with him earlier in the season. We talked with him 2 days ago on the Morning Rush. He's really excited about that game. We'll talk with him and get his pregame comments, and then we'll talk about some of the players as well. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more high school game of the week pregame show coverage here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM. HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Get Labor Day savings at Lowe's. Buy one, get one 50% off select HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Paint and Cabot Exterior Stains via rebate. And save on Lowe's exclusive Stainmaster laminate flooring starting at $269 per square foot. It's 3 times wear resistant and backed by a lifetime limited warranty. Shop Labor Day savings now at Lowe's. Stainmaster claims compared to standard residential grade laminate. See warranty at Lowe's.com/Stainmaster. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store at Lowe's.com for paint details and restrictions. While supplies last. Offer valid to 9/7.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live. Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel a smile.
Pre-approved instantly for a brand new Kia at Boomer Kia. So what are you waiting for? Visit boomerkia.com and click the iPreCheck banner to get pre-approved, all without any risk to your credit. Then come to Boomer Kia off I-240 in South Walker.
Time out. Over more football. CBS Sports Radio 105.3 HD1.
Welcome back to the High School Game of the Week pregame show on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1. Again, I'm your CBS Sports Radio play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick, along with my color analyst, Mr. D. Wright himself. Tonight, we are broadcasting live from historic Taft Stadium as we get ready for tonight's football game between Class 5A Lawton MacArthur and Class 4A John Marshall Bears. We've got perfect playing conditions this evening here at Taft Stadium, and we're about 23 minutes away from kickoff, and it's a really hot one. And I really appreciate everybody tuning into tonight's broadcast. Feel free to download our cell phone application. It's absolutely free to download for Android and iPhone users. It's called Stream by PPBC. And once you download it, you'll be able to tune into all of our broadcasts anywhere in the world. I love technology, and I'm glad we've implemented that into our radio station. So feel free to do that. Again, it's called Stream by PPBC, free to download for Android and iPhone users. We're also streaming video of the game tonight on our All City Sports YouTube page. So search YouTube for All City Sports, and you'll find the John Marshall Lawton MacArthur link very, very easily. The YouTube link is also provided within our cell phone app on Stream by PPBC. So it's very easy to find if you want to watch the game on your cell phone, watch the game at the house on the computer, and there's different ways you can tune in. You'll hear myself, Jay Swick, and D. Wright commentating the entire game on the YouTube channel as well. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm expecting a very interesting season opening game tonight. It's a season opener for both teams. I want to go ahead and break down the home team first, the Class 4A John Marshall Bears, if that's all right with you, D. Right?
Yeah, that'd be perfect. I'm ready for it because I am very interested in this team, and I keep saying excited, but I'm going to say something else. I am overjoyed about the season that we're going to do following the Bears all season long. With that, their new coaching staff is going to be a wonderful season.
Yeah, a lot has changed since last year when it comes to John Marshall football. And it started with the head coach, Coach Barris. He's taken over as the new head coach for John Marshall, and he is, obviously excited about the opportunity to coach this football team. And him and his staff have been working tirelessly developing these players, establishing a winning culture in the locker room, getting them ready to play for the season. There's a lot to do in your first year as head coach at John Marshall. But one thing you will find out quickly when you talk to Coach Barris, his passion for coaching and his passion for the game of football is extremely high. This is his life's work. I mean, what can you say? He takes it very seriously. And he's been successful everywhere he's gone, wherever he's went as a coach. And he's grateful for the opportunity to coach John Marshall and get this program back where it needs to be. Challenge accepted is what he told me, D. Wright. What are your thoughts on head coach Coach Barris?
Coach Barris, we talked to him earlier this week on the Morning Rush. And, Coach, we had talked to him before the previews that were a week ago. And every time I talk to him, every time I ask him a question, I get more and more motivated to be a better person, because he doesn't just motivate players and teaching them fundamentals about the in between the sidelines. He teaches and wants people to be good men, So I am very motivated and very happy that I met Coach Barris.
Yeah, me as well. I caught up with Coach Barris before the game, and here's his comments. Football team, Chris Barris, Coach, appreciate you taking time before the game starts. It's fixing to start here in a few. Season opener, game number 1 against Lawton MacArthur. What's the mindset of your football team? What's the mood of the locker room?
Tough to tell, just to be honest with you. I think start of the ball game, seeing how we handle transitions, we'll be a better indicator of what our locker room demeanor was like. Each team is different. They're unique in their own way. Some of them need to be quiet and focused. Some of them can be a little bit more relaxed, and it's a locker room that's doesn't have much tension is what's best for them. So we'll kind of figure that out post game and through the evaluations to see if we were ready or not ready.
What are some of the keys to victory tonight? What are you looking for as a head coach?
Sure. Obviously we don't want to lose the field position battle, right? We want to field punts. We don't want to cause too many penalties or create too many penalties. Definitely cannot give them more possessions than what they normally would have. Line up right, make sure our eyes are right, those types of things. We eliminate those, you're always going to have a chance to be successful. If we apply some self-inflicting wounds, then we're going to be digging ourselves out of holes. But for our bunch right now, we need to learn how to compete for 48 minutes, and we need to make sure that our emotional default stays positive during adversity, because football games, you're always going to have lots of adversity. And playing a team like Lawton Mac, who they're semifinalists each and every year. I know they're replacing a lot, but they've got a phenomenal coaching staff, a phenomenal tradition. So they've been here and done that. So it's going to be a great learning opportunity for our young men, coaches as well, because this is the first game that we have coached together. So there's going to be some growing pains from that standpoint as well. And so it's going to be a great evaluating tool when it's all said and done to see what improvements we need to make from week 1 to week 2.
So obviously the game's in late August. Temperatures in the upper 90s. Is weather going to be a factor? Is fatigue going to be a factor?
Well, absolutely. Our depth is limited. We've got a handful of guys that will be playing both ways. We feel we've got a good plan to spell those guys through the course of the first half, and then second half it'll just be a game of attrition and who can go and who needs a break. So that's always a factor. You hope that our nutrition through the week, our hydration through the week, our electrolyte balancing through the week is going to pay off. But usually it's not till competition, till you make believers out of folks. Sure. And again, so it's going to be end game and post game and evaluation tomorrow morning to see what this week was, what went well and what didn't go well, and what things we need to improve on. Again, it's just all about going and competing to the best of your ability, selling out for one another and fighting your guts out regardless of what that scoreboard says, and then evaluating from there.
We're talking with head coach of the John Marshall football team, Chris Barris. Coach, thank you very much for taking time before kickoff to talk John Marshall football with us. Good luck tonight.
Jay, this is special. I appreciate you highlighting our kids in our program because they deserve it.
You bet. Thank you, Coach. All right, like I said, that was head coach Chris Barris of the John Marshall football team, and I am a little worried, a little bit concerned considering the heat. We're not into triple digits, but it's still in the upper 90s, and I am concerned. I hope that John Marshall has prepared themselves well and hydrated properly, because we could see a cramping, issue with a few players. And like you said, he's got a bunch of guys going both ways, D.
Yeah, when we talked earlier with the offensive coordinator, he told us that hydration is key, and with that, and with both players so many players going both ways, that is going to be really key on how we're going to deal with it. It's not triple digits, as you said, but it is stifling as we see on the field. And there's only a small breeze coming out of the south right now. It's barely can feel it. And the higher you're up in the stands, you can feel it. You can't really feel it on the field.
Yeah, I don't think it's blowing very hard down there, but the sun is shining. We're going to have a run around 91 degrees at kickoffs. Winds about 8 miles per hour coming from the north. So that's what the field conditions are, and it's going to be a little bit hotter on that artificial grass, that artificial turf. It soaks up all the heat.
And then flex it back at you.
Exactly. So I want to talk a little bit about the John Marshall offense real quick. Again, we're 14 minutes away from kickoff. They returned 3 starters on offense, and they're debuting a brand-new quarterback, junior Davion Taylor, 6'2", 205 pounds. Played a lot of wide receivers first 2 years at John Marshall, and now he's made the switch to quarterback, and he's earned the right to start. And he will be starting tonight. And he's a lot stronger than what people give him credit for. He's incredibly athletic, obviously. But they'll have some design runs for him. They'll utilize his speed, but they'll also rely on his arm strength and to create some big plays through the air. So I'm expecting a lot from Davion Taylor. He's going to have to play well if they want to win this football game tonight. Oh, and by the way, he plays defense. So a lot on that young man's shoulders. They've got a sophomore, Ahmad Kirby. This kid is interesting. He's expected to make an impact at tight end. Shown good blocking skills in training camp and has a knack to get open over the middle. Finds the holes in the defense to try and get an open shot where he can get the football. Seniors Elijah Kirby and Angel DeLeon are the anchors of that offensive line. They've got experience, and it's going to be up to those guys to lead that offensive line, to pave the way for the running game, and to protect Davion Taylor at the quarterback position. Kylan Drennan is a speedy wide receiver that can play multiple positions. I expect him to get the football tonight, and they need him to him to get the ball in his hands, because once he gets room to run, he can do a lot of different things. Dorian Middleton is back. He was kind of questionable this week, but he's going to be playing tonight, and I imagine he's going to tote the rock quite a bit at the running back position. He's a big player for John Marshall and could have a major impact on the game. Now, defensively for John Marshall, defensive coordinator Adam Langvart, he's been working really hard, teaching the right way to tackle and to do it efficiently. That's really important, especially at this high school level. It's not just about big hits. It's about grabbing the player, bringing him down to the ground. That's what you got to do. And he really preaches find the football quickly, swarm, and attack. That's the basis of this defense for defensive coordinator Adam Langvart. They run a 3-4 base defense. Got several blitz calls that they can run at any point in the game. It's important to contain the edge, get penetration, and stop big plays from happening. Get there before they happen. Senior Caden Sanderfield is 6'2", 220 pounds. He can play multiple positions on defense. We'll see him at linebacker. We'll see him at a safety, and they could even bring him off the edge as a defensive end. He's that talented. Does a great job finding the football. So that's really important. They've also got a couple defensive linemen, Traquan Johnson and senior Alante Benford. Now, these guys are experienced. They'll be relied upon heavily up front to control the line of scrimmage, to take on double teams, and also pressure the quarterback. That's really important. But those are the three guys up front, two of the three guys up front. Their 4 linebackers are really, really talented. Shazden Gilliford, he's a senior. He's got a lot of experience. They've got sophomore Sean Powell, who will also play a little bit of running back as well. So will Gilliford. Like Coach Barris said, a lot of guys are going both ways tonight. And so some of these running backs will play linebackers as well.
And real quick, the reason he told us that most of our players will go both ways is because they go with the philosophy, best athletes on the field.
Yep.
No matter what, no matter who it is, best athletes on the field. So they also have that next man mentality. But with that, having the best man on the field, you got to go both ways sometimes.
Yeah, Terrence Caldwell, he's a junior as well. He's going to play some linebacker. I mean, this is a pretty good linebacking core. They've got to be ball hawks tonight. They've got to force fumbles. They've got to blitz the quarterback. And then, at times they're going to have to drop back in coverage. They just have to be a nuisance to the quarterback. They have to confuse him. So there's a lot of things that they can do. It's easier said than done. First game of the season, we'll see mistakes. We're going to see some penalties. We're going to see some things that normal teams won't be doing by the season's end. But being that this is week 0, they haven't had as much time during training camp to prepare. But at the same time, here we are. It's game time. You better be ready. And I think Coach Barris does a great job of putting them in position to be victorious.
And with that, what you're saying, put them in a position, they changed a lot of people. Like Shaz Gifford changed him from safety to cornerback. Creighton Sanderfield, he was a tight end. They moved him over to offensive tackle. Different positions, all kind of players that they're moving around, changing them up because they see their athleticism and where they can be used better than what they've been playing all since Little League or last year.
Yeah, you're right. So they've also got a sophomore, James Allen. This guy's talented. He's just really experienced, and he's going to be playing both sides as well. So we'll be looking out, probably saying his name a few times, James Allen. But that's what John Marshall looks like right now in a nutshell. You heard from Chris Barris, the head coach, and we'll talk more about John Marshall as we get through. But when we get back from commercial break, I want to talk a little bit about Lawton MacArthur. Okay, and their head coach, Brett Manning. I caught up with him before the game, and we'll play some comments that he made before kickoff.
One more thing on the Bears. These seniors tonight, they're starting their – last time they were a winning team was 2019. So they've been building this up. So
yeah,
this is
an important year.
This is very important for the senior class.
Yeah, you're right. I totally agree with you. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Talk a little bit about Lawton MacArthur. Talk with head coach Brett Manning. And then by that time, we'll be ready for kickoff. So we're broadcasting live here at Taft Stadium, right off May Avenue, near 23rd Street. We appreciate you guys tuning into the pregame show tonight. Finally get the season started, and very soon we'll be under the Friday night lights, and I love it. So let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with more high school game of the week coverage here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony's Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm. We'll be right back.
This message is sponsored content.
Real talk drives real change. This era calls for us to face the issues. On August 28th in Philly, we're tackling mental health, therapy, and spirituality. Can they coexist? This conversation is followed by a live performance on Sunday, August 28th at the Miller Theater in the Cultural District of Philadelphia. Doors open and community love at 4. The show starts at 5 p.m. Get free tickets, stream it, give support, or find help. Visit change.news1.com. Real talk drives real change. Fully charged by Chevrolet.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
And we are back with the pregame show here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1. We're broadcasting the high school game of the week season opener tonight between the John Marshall Bears and the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders here at Taft Stadium here in Oklahoma City. And really excited about this game tonight. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. That's D. Wright to my right. And I caught up with Lawton MacArthur head coach Brett Manning. And, the first half of the pregame show, we talked a lot about John Marshall. I want to shift gears, just talk a little bit about Lawton MacArthur. Here's an interview I did, just a pregame interview a few minutes ago with Brett Manning. He's been the head coach at Lawton MacArthur for the past 14 years. So here is my pregame conversation with Brett Manning. All right, we're here with head coach of the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders, Coach Brett Manning. Coach, season opener tonight. How you feeling?
We're excited. It's we've never played week 0. I've got a little nervousness about that and feel a little behind on some stuff. I sure would like another week to practice before this, but we're here and we're going to give it a shot.
What's the mindset of the team going into game number 1? How's the mood in the locker room?
It's really good. These guys are a lot of them played last year and significant playing time last year is what I mean, and they're excited. They're ready to go. They've had a good off season, and there's a lot of work between January and August, and we're talking about that today. We got a countdown clock, and it said 273 days when we first put it up, and now we're just within hours. So they're excited. They're ready to go.
Well, it's up in the upper 90s today. Sun is shining. Is weather going to be a factor? Is fatigue going to be a factor?
I think you always got to worry about that early in the season, and it's August in Oklahoma, so it's not like this is different from anything else we've ever done. But we've had some hot practices. We've practiced in the afternoons, not in the mornings, to try to get used to that, and had a few of those 105, 106 days down there in Lawton. Try to put a big emphasis on nutrition, hydration, and sleep, and do the best we can, but like you said, it is hot and it's the first game, and so I imagine there will be some issues when it comes to the weather.
What are some of the keys to the game to victory tonight over John Marshall?
I think especially week 0, just making sure that we don't have any big special teams mishaps or communication. Kind of worry about that. Make sure we got the guys on the field we need to have out there, and just trying to play as solid of a game as we can as far as taking care of the football and communication in the secondary and making sure we're all on the same page and not having some of those typical game 1 mistakes.
Coach Brett Manning, head coach of the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders. Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
All right, that was head coach Brett Manning, as I just said. So that was an interesting conversation. He's kind of a little bit concerned regarding the weather, but at the same time, it is August in Oklahoma, so what can you do?
Right.
So one thing that's interesting about Lawton MacArthur, this is the first time they've played John Marshall since 2005. The all-time series record between the two teams is 4-4. So somebody's going to get a one-game lead over the other by the end of the game tonight. And John Marshall alumni, they certainly remember the 1995 state championship game in Class 5A. John Marshall beat Lawton MacArthur 21-7 in December of 1995 and won the state championship. Went undefeated, and a key member of that team from 1995 was Sean Love, who's the offensive coordinator. We've had him on the Morning Rush several times, and he's excited about the game tonight, and so am I. And we're just a few minutes away from kickoff tonight of KIMB CBS Sports Radio High School Game of the Week, and teams are lining up to run out onto the field very soon, D-Wright. We're going to get this season underway. Kickoff will happen. What are some of your keys to the game for John Marshall?
All right, keys to the game for John Marshall. 1, fundamentally tackle. You got to shut down the offense. Defense is the key. So fundamentally tackle, first thing. Second, you have to maintain your assignments. That's offense, defense. You have to maintain your assignments. And number 3, just have fun tonight because it's opening night. just have fun.
Well, would you think? I would say that you got to take care of the football too. I mean, you know, limit your mistakes. Do whatever you can to just play sound football, but stay focused and don't get discouraged when mistakes happen. It's not, you know, when mistakes happen, it's how you handle them once you make it. And so I'm worried about, you know, playing the efficient football, limiting the penalties. Don't give up the football. Don't give up the turnovers. But when you're on defense, it's your job to force those turnovers, capitalize on those mistakes. So we've got Lawton MacArthur coming out onto the field, and they are soon to be followed by the John Marshall Bears.
They're in their cave.
And the Bears are in the cave, and they're about to come out of the cave. They're about to run out, and we're about to get this game started. It's very interesting to see a non-district game like this. You've got a Class 5A semifinal team from the previous year matched up against a 4A team tonight here at John Marshall at Taft Stadium. I'm very, very excited. So referees are meeting out there on the middle of the field, and our referees for tonight will be Doug Kropp, Mark Webster, Stu Smith, Gage Webster, and umpire Craig Wallace. So those are the you know, officials for tonight's football game, and we appreciate those officials for taking time out of their lives to come work a football game. We need more officials in this world, and they're relied upon heavily. We wouldn't have sports without them, D, right?
No, we wouldn't.
We got to have those on the squad. Here come the John Marshall Bears. They've run out onto the football field, and you've got the people in the stands. They're cheering. Really excited to get this season underway. They've got some new logos, some new helmet decals for John Marshall this year, and it was actually designed by offensive coordinator Sean Love, and they are sleek. I love the logo. They're in the bright blue jerseys with the red helmets. Really a good look. Lawton MacArthur is in the white jerseys, black pants, yellow helmets. So they got a triple option when it comes to colors on their jerseys tonight. So soon we will be getting this game underway, and we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight for the high school game of the week here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM. HD1, and I want to give another shout out to our sponsors, SSM Health at St. Anthony and Chuck Davis of State Farm. We really appreciate you guys. Wouldn't be here without our sponsors. We really need them. So for over 25 years, Chuck Davis, State Farm, has served Oklahoma City with coverage that they can trust. Chuck believes in helping people manage risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Call Chuck Davis today at 405-378-8008. That's 405-378-8008. Or stop by the office, 9315 South Pennsylvania Avenue, Suite B, here in Oklahoma City. All right, we're going to get this game underway. Lawton MacArthur has chosen to receive. They are going to catch the football from the south side of the field, and they're going to try and take it north. But John Marshall, I'm sure, has other plans in mind. So we will see Lawton MacArthur's starting quarterback tonight as well. He's returning quarterback. He's a 3-year starter now, Gage Graham. He'll be relied upon heavily as well. And then Fontaine Millette is a one of many running backs that they're going to use on the offense this evening as well. So we are seconds away from kickoff. Both teams are out on the field. They're ready to go. The football season for 2022 is here, and we are about to be underway and get this thing started. I cannot wait to see what happens tonight here at Taft Stadium. I love this venue. They've refurbished it years ago. The Oklahoma City Energy is here, and I tell you what, it is a great place to be, great venue for football, comfortable for fans. And here we go. The kick is off, and we've got kind of a pooch kick. They're going to fair catch. Lawton MacArthur is going to fair catch at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. They're going to get their first opportunity on offense here, D. Right?
Yeah, there is Patton with that pooch kick, trying to throw Lawton MacArthur early in the season, but they were ready.
Here comes Lawton MacArthur, and John Marshall is going to line up in their base 3-4 defense. 3 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers surrounded. They can do a bunch of things out of that defense. So Lawton MacArthur is going to get in the shotgun position. They've got two tackles, 2 wide receivers. They're going to hand the football off up the middle. He's going to run about 3 to 4 yards before he's brought down by the John Marshall Bears.
Yeah, that was number 11 on the run. That was Jeremy Hutchinson on that run. 4 game. There's a snap.
And then they quickly get the ball back and give the ball to the running back. He gets past the first down marker and is finally brought down close to the 50-yard line, right in the middle of the field. First down and 10 for Lawton Mac. First carry was for about 3 yards. And then they got probably 8 to 9 on the second carry. Here's first down. 1 man in motion. Jet sweep. Here we go. Cuts up field. Gets about 5-6 yards. And then he's finally brought down. Nice 6-yard carry for the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders. And they're very quick pace offense. They're right back to the offensive line. Gage Graham calls out the play. Here's the snap. Hands off to the running back. Again, he gets caught in the backfield. Brought down by that John Marshall defense. The linebacker, number 32, got penetration.
Yeah, that's Sean Powell. He was able to penetrate the middle of the field and shut down Jeremy Hutchinson right there in the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
Here we go. Second down. Ball is snapped. Once again, another running play for about 3 to 4 yards. It's going to be third down and about 3. So we'll see where they spot the football, but they are very quick pace. Lawton MacArthur gets right back to the line. Here we are, third down, gets a high snap, hands the ball off. He's got some room to run, 30, 25-20, 15-10, and is brought down right around the 7-yard line. Big play.
Davion Taylor with the tackle.
Who carried the football for Lawton MacArthur?
That was Fontaine Millette.
That was a great run. He found the hole in the defense and exploded. Ball is snapped. Hands off to Millette again. He's going to try and run over that first line of defense and gets there into the end zone. Lawton MacArthur, touchdown.
Yeah, that was just great blocking by the offensive line there for Lawton Mac. Leading the way for them was Joe Warner. He just opened up a hole right there, and that was Millette. Millette was able to come through. Looks like they're not going to kick it. They're going to go for 2.
Well, it looks like that. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but they just ran the football 6 or 7 times straight right there.
Yeah, there was no.
So the extra point team is running out onto the field, and we'll see if they get an extra point and go up 7 here. And the holder's calling for the snap. Here is the snap. Kick is up. It is no good, but there is a flag on the play. And I'm not sure what the referees are going to talk about it before they signal to us the actual penalty and what it is. But either way, if it's on Lawton MacArthur, it'll probably be declined by John Marshall. The field goal, or I'm sorry, the extra point was no good. Just a line drive kick went straight left of the field goal post. And I'm not sure if they're now he's talking with head coach Coach Barris of John Marshall. So still no call on the field. We're trying to figure out if who the penalty is on. The extra point was no good. And what is the call on that? Okay, they're resetting the 25-second call. They didn't get the clock set. Here is the extra point. They're going to re-kick, and it's blocked. Blocked by John Marshall, so they blocked the extra point. And Lawton is going to kick off to John Marshall. They're up 6-0. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back with more High School Game of the Week, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Chuck Davis State Farm here on CBS Sports Radio.
Like bones, your teeth lose density and become weaker over time, which can lead to tooth decay. And that can make your visit to the dentist feel like this. But if you want your dental visit to feel like this, try Crest Densify. Crest Densify actively rebuilds tooth density to extend the life of teeth by remineralizing enamel. Densify from Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America. Smile. Crest has you covered.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
And we are back. We've got a 6-0 score. Early first quarter. Lawton MacArthur draws first blood. 5 plays, 66 yards for a touchdown, all on the ground. So Lawton MacArthur finding some success running the football early. They're going to kick off to John Marshall, and it's going to be John Marshall's first attempt at trying to score a touchdown on offense. This will be their first offensive possession. So back to kick. I'm trying to see who that.
That's number 23. That is Matthew Aguilar.
You mean Courtney Brewer? Courtney Brewer is back to.
Oh, receive. I thought you said kick for Lawton Mac. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, number 1, that's Dorian Middleton, and it goes into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, and John Marshall's going to start their first offensive possession on the 20-yard line. They've got 80 yards to go. Interesting first possession by Lawton MacArthur. Obviously, they scored. How important is it for John Marshall to get on the board here on this possession?
They have to answer right now. They have to stand. They can't be pushed around. They have to answer, have to come back and show that their own dominance, and they will not be pushed around.
Yeah. Shotgun formation. We've got 3 receivers wide, 2 to the short side of the field, 1 to the wide. You've got 2 running backs back there behind Davion Taylor, number 3, the starting quarterback for John Marshall. 1st and 10, ball snapped, hands off to Middleton up the middle, and he may have gotten a yard at best. Lawton MacArthur did a great job kind of swarming Dorian Middleton, the running back for John Marshall in that play, but he did get 1 yard. Okay, that was Shaz Gilliford, number 5. Yeah, it was. These single-digit numbers are hard to see sometimes, so my apologies.
No problem, brother.
But here we go. 3 wide receivers split. Davion Taylor barking out the cadence, gets the ball back. He's going to throw, pump fakes, pulls up.
In trouble.
And he's trying to run it himself just to escape the play. He got about 2 yards on the carry. It's going to be about 3rd down and 7 right here on the 23-yard line. So 3rd down and 7, the first 3rd down attempt for the John Marshall football team. They're getting the call from Sean Love. He's relaying the call to the quarterback, who then proceeds to let everybody else on the offense know the play. 3 wide receivers split. 1 to the wide side of the field, 1 running back. We've got a man in motion. Ball is snapped. There's jet sweep going to the left, trying to cut it up, and it does. Can he get the first down? I think he can. I think he barely got it. That was barely an 8-yard gain. I think that's going to be a first down. We'll see if they give it to him.
It's going to be very close.
They might have to bring out the chain gang on this situation.
Nope, they're calling it.
Okay, like it is 1st down and 10 for John Marshall. They needed that 3rd down conversion. Was a good thing. They did not want to get into a 3-and-out situation. So 1st and 10, John Marshall. Davion Taylor overlooking the defense. Gets the snap. Throws it. Overthrows his receiver. He was trying to hit Kylan Drennan kind of on an out route towards the sideline. Overthrew the pass. Drennan did not get out there quick enough. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for John Marshall. Again, they're looking at head coach Coach Barris. Barris is relaying some plays in there, and they're kind of disguising it there with Sean Love as well. So here we go, 2nd down and 10, 3 wide receivers split. Davion drops back. He gets pressured. He throws incomplete. He tried to hit number 32, Sean Powell, and it bounced off the fingertips of Mikael Jackson, number 13. Still incomplete pass. They're named another 3rd down situation, 3rd down and 10 for John Marshall.
They're giving out multiple signals right here, as you said. 2 coaches are giving out signals. The whole offense is staring at him, and it was hard to figure out which coach is actually giving the correct signals for the
And I think that's by design. They don't want you to key on one person in order to figure it out. Here's the 3rd down snap. Davion trying to get away, has to run. Then he overthrows number 32, Sean Powell, who had some room to move if they could have got the football to him. He had some wide open spaces for a possible first down conversion, but the pass was overthrown. It's incomplete. It's 4th and 10. John Marshall's going to be forced to punt right now.
You know, as we've seen in previews last week, Davion Taylor has a very strong arm. He's got to work it down to where he can be more accurate on his throws.
And Lawton Mac's doing a great job kind of blitzing the blind side of Davion Taylor as well.
Yeah, making him rush to get off his throwing spot, making him rush to his right.
So here's the punt team, and Lawton MacArthur has a guy back here, and I'm trying to see his number, but you've got the binoculars. I can't see that far, D, right?
Looks like 22, but he's turning sideways to me, so might be 1.
Very good, and they're trying to get the play clock set. That's one of the things that we've got to deal with early in the season is just get the clock right. All right, waiting on the snap. Anytime. Here's the snap. Gets it.
It's a high snap.
Kick goes straight up in the air for about 5 yards. I mean, it has great height. It just doesn't go very far. And then it looked like somebody – did Lawton MacArthur touch it? And
they may have.
We've got a couple football players fighting for the football, both Lawton MacArthur and John Marshall. So we'll see what they do here. And see, I think they're going to give the ball to Lawton MacArthur. Yeah. They're going to spot the ball right along the, let's see where they spot, 38-yard line. All right, very good. So here we go. Lawton MacArthur's meeting up with their head coach, Brett Manning, and now they're going right back to the line of scrimmage. And, you know, they run this very quick offense. As soon as play's over, they get right back to the line of scrimmage and hike the football. So they've got 3 wide receivers split out wide, actually 4, 3 to the wide side of the field, 1 quarterback. Here's Gage Graham. He throws. We've got a one-on-one situation. It is complete. And I think he's pushed out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. That was a very impressive catch by that Lawton MacArthur wide receiver.
Yes, it was. He ran his route, and he was able to get up, catch the ball at the high point, and then get his toes down right before the
– And then they hike the ball and give the ball to the running back, and he scores with ease. We've got a 12-0 game right now. Lawton MacArthur takes an early lead, and they're lining up as if they're going to go for 2, and then they realize that John Marshall's, going to defend it, and then they'll send out their extra point team. We'll see what happens here. They've got their offense still on the field right now, being that they missed the extra point earlier. They probably they may go for 2 here in this situation. There's some discussions, I guess, with the clock, with the chain gain, certainly. I'm not sure. Okay, finally we get the whistle from the referee, and Lawton MacArthur might go for 2 here.
No, there's another
They're
problem.
Getting a call from –
They got to set the clocks again. They're setting the clocks. They got to reset the clocks.
Gotcha. All right, so we're having some clock issues here at Taft Stadium today, but that's all right.
The clock's still going down. They wanted to start over at 25
There we go.
seconds.
Finally got it set, and now the referee gives the signal, and we're back on track. Lawton MacArthur is going to go for 2 here. They're going to give the ball to the running back up the middle. He is stuffed, and John Marshall did a great job plugging the holes. 2-point conversion is no good. They are down 12-0 to Lawton MacArthur right now. We've got 7:53 left in the first quarter. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. This high school game of the week, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm. We'll be right back.
Your teeth lose density and become weaker over time, which can lead to tooth decay. And that can make your visit to the dentist feel like this. But if you want your dental visit to feel like this, try Crest Densify. Crest Densify actively rebuilds tooth density to extend the life of teeth by remineralizing enamel. Densify from Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America. Smile, Crest has you covered.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
And we're back. High school game of the week here at Taft Stadium on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1. Sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm. We've got a score of 12-0. Lawton MacArthur with the early lead in the first quarter. 7:53 left in the first quarter. John Marshall's going to get another opportunity on offense. This will be their second possession, and they get the kickoff at the 10, bring it to the 15. Can they get to the 20? No, they cannot. Well, 19 or 20. We'll see where they spot it. Number 17, Kylan Drennan with the kick return, and they're going to get their second possession on offense here. D. Wright, what do they got to do here on this second possession?
Right now, they got to sustain their blocks, make sure they are sustaining their blocks so that Davion Taylor has time to throw the pass.
Yeah, and also pave the way if they got to run the football here. Davion's kind of been, getting blitzed from the blind side quite a bit early on against Lawton MacArthur. They've got a four-man's front here. And John Marshall has 3 receivers split, 1 wing back and 1 running back. They hand it off to number 5, gets up to the 25-yard line. That was Shaz Gilliford on the carry.
Nice little blocking right there by number 79 for the John Marshall Bears, Nathan Siago.
All right, we're going to get a 2nd down and 5. Nice 5-yard gain right there on that first play from the second possession on offense. 3 wide receivers split, 2 to the wide side of the field. Here's the snap, hands off to Drennan. Drennan catches, gets through 1 blocker, gets the first down. Can he get to the 38-yard line? That was a great 15 to 20-yard gain on that run by Gilliford. They caught him. He caught the edge, got away from 1 tackler, and was able to get the first down. We've got a new set, a new series here. There is a lot of balance for Shaz Gilliford. He's able to get through that tackler. Here we go. 1st down and 10 for John Marshall. They've got a little bit of momentum, got some rhythm here. Ball is snapped. Hands off to Gilliford. He goes right up the middle. He's going to get about 3 to 4 yards, maybe. We'll see where they mark the football, but he is showing his strength. There wasn't a whole lot of room to run, but his offensive lineman just said, hey, just hold on and we'll take you there. They got a few extra yards on that play.
Yeah, they were pushing, led by number 60, to Jared Davis, the center. They were all moving forward, and they would not let him fall.
All right, we've got a 2nd down and 8 situation here for John Marshall. 3 wide receivers split. Ball is snapped. They're going to bootleg right. There is a false start. I think they're going to keep the play going. It was pass complete to number 32.
That's Sean Powell, that catch.
Yeah, and for a small gain, but I think that's going to be a false start on the offense right there. I love the play design. He caught the snap and then bootlegged right where he could either throw or choose to run if he chose so, but he completed the pass to Sean Powell. I think it's coming back. They've got a sideline warning for John Marshall. So that was the flag. It was basically a sideline warning. There was no false start, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1 right now. This is a big play right here. 3rd down and 1 for John Marshall. Will they run it? Will they throw it? We will see him here momentarily. Still in that shotgun formation, almost like a pistol. There's a running back behind him. They give it to the running back. Can he get 1 yard? He's right barely back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss for a yard. Lawton MacArthur did a great job penetrating that offensive line right there and stifling the running back in the backfield. We're going to get a 4th down and 2. 4th and 2 for John Marshall. They're in their own territory. So they could go for it, but it would be dangerous if they did not convert the 4th down. It would be great field position for Lawton MacArthur. They're getting the call right now from Coach Barris. Could see a situation where he quick kicks. We'll see what happens there. I think we're going to probably see a punt here on this situation. Maybe not. Davion Taylor gets the ball. He hands off to the running back. He gets it to 50, 45, 40, 35. Gets down at 32. Big play by John Marshall on 4th down in their own territory. What a gutsy call by Coach Chris Barris. And they got a significant run on that play. Found the hole, found the crease. He saw daylight for about 25 yards, probably 27. All right, 1st down and 10. They're going to hand off to number 6. Can he bounce outside? He's trying, but then he's brought down by a flurry of Lawton Mac Highlanders. That's number 6, Terrence Caldwell. They'll be giving the rock to a bunch of different players tonight. There's constantly subbing in and out skill possession players. They want to try and keep them fresh as possible. It's in the 90s right now, but they've got a 2nd down and, golly, 12 right now, probably?
Yeah, looks to be right there at 12. It looks like a face mask penalty was called.
Oh, a face mask on Lawton MacArthur, so that's going to give a nice yardage boost for John Marshall. And so it's going to be about 1st down and 5. 1st and 5 here. Okay, shotgun formation. 3 running backs, 1 on each side, 1 behind the quarterback. Gets the ball. Davion Taylor's got it time. He's pointing at his receiver, said go, go, throws, finds Sean Powell, completes, gets brought down at the 10-yard line. Another 1st down for the John Marshall Bears. Great execution. Davion Taylor had time to make a decision. He could have taken off himself, but he chose to throw the football. It was the right decision. He completed it to Sean Powell. Now they're in the red zone at the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation, Davion Taylor. Same situation, 1 running back on each side and 1 running back behind Davion Taylor, so almost like a diamond formation. They hand off to number 5. He tries to get to the line of scrimmage, and he is brought down short a couple yards.
Patience Jackson on that tackle for Lawton Mac.
So now it's going to be about 2nd down and 11. Again, they're still in the red zone. They would love to get in the end zone and cut the deficit to this game. Lawton MacArthur's up 12-0. There is 3:20 left in the 1st quarter. Clock is ticking. Shaz Gilliford's the running back in the backfield right behind Davion Taylor. 3 wide receivers split. They hand off to Gilliford. He's got some room to run. Cuts out. Can he bump it up to the left side? Gets tackled at the 1. He had to jump over those defenders. They might mark him at the 2, might mark him at the 1. We'll see. But that was a great run by Shaz Gilliford. I think it's going to be 3rd down and 2 right now. They must get into the end zone. This is a big opportunity for John Marshall. They get the snap, but there's flags everywhere. I'm not sure if anybody was set. I'm not sure if the play clock was ready to was even going at that time. So we'll see what the verdict here.
Looked like the Bears were trying to do a hurry-up offense right there and try to go really quick and catch the Lawton Mac Highlanders off guard.
Yeah. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 right now, and it's a false start on Lawton MacArthur, so that's half the distance of the goal line. So they literally moved it up 1 yard, so now they're 1 yard away from a touchdown. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 1 at the goal line. Big opportunity for John Marshall. They get it. Davion Taylor's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get into the end zone for a John Marshall touchdown. 6 points for the Bears. Great designed run by the quarterback. He immediately got the snap and had a blocker in motion, and he ran right behind him and got in the end zone. That's the 1st touchdown of the night for the John Marshall Bears.
Yeah, the way he kept that, he followed his blockers and led by number 57, Victor Olagoda, and he was able to get through the line easy.
And here comes the extra point team. Number 55, Angel DeLeon is the kicker. Big kicker. He plays also on the offensive line. Bad snap, and they're going to get tackled in the backfield. So the extra point is obviously no good. They didn't secure the snap, so basically John Marshall cut the deficit by 6. The score is 12-6. Lawton MacArthur with the lead. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will go see Lawton MacArthur's third possession on offense. So don't go anywhere. It's the high school game of the week here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Need someone to be there, knowing they'll always care. Someone who likes your way each and every day. Doing what you love is everything, so we can celebrate the joy it brings. There's so much to protect in our lives. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
And we are back. High school game of the week here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1. Sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm. That was the first touchdown of the season for the John Marshall Bears. Couldn't come at a better time. They got on the board. Did not execute the extra point, had a bad snap, got tackled. But Lawton MacArthur, similar deal. They missed their first extra point on their first touchdown. Then they scored again and tried to go for 2 to even it up and was unsuccessful. So 12-6, Lawton MacArthur with the lead late first quarter, 2 minutes, 40 seconds left.
They look like they're
in
short.
The first quarter.
Sweet, they look like they're shorter man.
Who's they? You got to say who it is.
I'm sorry, the John Marshall Bears. They look like they're short. They just ran somebody on the field right now.
Okay, yeah, that's important. You don't want to be short a man on kickoff because that could open up a hole and create a big play. So Lawton MacArthur has a 6-point lead. They're about to get the football back, and John Marshall's about to kick off. They just scored, and we've got another pooch kick here, and it's caught, fair caught, really, at the 37-yard line, number 3 for Lawton MacArthur. Warren Gaines with the fair catch. So here come the Highlander offense, and, John Marshall has to immediately get back to the line of scrimmage when they're on defense because Lawton MacArthur is so fast-paced.
Yeah, they're like a NASCAR. They're always going. They're always moving, going very fast, and they don't have time to take a breath. The John Marshall Bears don't have time.
All right, number 2, Gage Graham, the quarterback for Lawton Mac, is run his team out there, got double tight situation, 2 wide receivers and a running back, fakes the handoff, and then jet sweep, reverse pass. Can it be caught? No, it's well defended by
number 13. That is Jackson McHale Jackson.
John Marshall defensive backs did a great job picking up on that play. They had a reverse pass. That was a very interesting play call. We've got a 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Hands off to number 11. He cuts up. It's going to be brought down. A quick flag was thrown during the play. Could be a possible holding situation. In fact, I think it's probable.
And we're trying to figure out, the referees are talking, huddling up, figuring out what's going on.
Yeah, it is going to be on Lawton MacArthur. They're going to back that up. It is a cut block right here, and they don't put up with that anymore. Maybe in 1985 with your Chicago Bears, but not in 2022. And I'm sorry. I've got 2 Chicago Bear producers to my left. So sorry about that, guys. Shotgun formation, 2nd and long here. Ball is snapped. They're going to fake the handoff. Graham's going to throw. Overthrows. His receiver slipped on the turf. Otherwise, that he may have had an opportunity to catch that ball. And it's going to be a 3rd down and long situation for Lawton MacArthur. They're right back to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers, 2 on one side, and 2 running backs. Here's Gage Graham. Gets the ball. He's got time. He steps up in the pocket. He gets pressured, has to throw, completes it, getting to that wide receiver who runs closer to the 1st down marker, but he's not going to get there. He's going to be about 4 yards shy of the first
14-yard shot because he was so far back. They're not even at the original line of scrimmage.
Okay. I see that. Okay. I didn't realize that.
So this is going to be their first punt of the night for Lawton Mac.
All right, and so you've got number 17, Kylan Drennan, back to return the punt for John Marshall, and they're going to let it bounce, and it's going to be downed right around the 37-yard line. So John Marshall's going to get another opportunity on offense. And they've got life here. They've got an opportunity to at least tie the football game. There's a minute and a half left in the first quarter, and they're going to get their third possession on offense right here.
Yeah, we got a minute 35 left in the game. They got to be quick because they can take control into the second quarter.
Yeah, I think it's really important for them to, at least tie and have an opportunity to take the lead with an extra point here. So Davion Taylor is getting to the line of scrimmage. He's barking out the play to his teammates. They're going to have two wide receivers at the wide side of the field, one to the short, one running back lined up behind Davion Taylor, the quarterback. They're going to hand off to Dorian Middleton. He's going to bounce outside, get a quick 5 yards, and then he's pushed out of bounds. I think it's going to be about 2nd and 5 for the John Marshall Bears. Real quick running play to the left, the short side of the field, and they're right back to the line of scrimmage. Kylan Drennan is back in the game. They're continuously subbing in and out skill position players to keep them fresh. Here's 2nd down and 5. Hands off to Middleton. Ooh, he gets tackled in the backfield by number 32 of the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders, Matthew Steele, on the tackle. That's a setback. That was a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, lost about 8 yards on that.
And that was a significant loss. So now that really puts him in a tough position. 3rd and 12 from the looks of it. We'll see what call they go here. They might be forced to pass. Davion Taylor has shown that he can complete passes consistently going off last possession. Here's the snap. Taylor's looking to throw. He's trying to avoid the tacklers. Throws over the middle. Intercepted by the Lawton MacArthur. 50, 45. Going towards the sideline. Can he get to the 40? Cuts up, gets to the 40, 35, and he is brought down right around the 32-yard line. But we do have a flag, and I think that could be a block in the back. I'm not sure who the flag is called on, but it could be coming back a little bit on Lawton MacArthur.
We're looking for it. They're trying to discuss. They're trying to discuss what it is. That was a bad pass by Taylor as he was throwing the ball. He threw it off his back foot, tried to throw it deep, and he just overthrew his receiver into the waiting arms of the Lawton Mac.
Well, he could sense pressure too. I mean, when you're back there, as long as he had time, but he was trying to maneuver himself in the pocket and stay within the pocket. So they're going to decide what the penalty is here on this play, and I think it's going to be an automatic first down for – no, okay, it's a first down for Lawton MacArthur, but they're going to move it back. The penalty was on Lawton MacArthur on the defense that returned the interception. So then they, basically turned into offense. The players had a block in the back, so they're going to start their offensive possession right now on the 48-yard line. And, again, we find ourselves waiting on the play clock to get ready and to get the referees in place. They run this quick-pace offense. It's kind of wearing out these referees.
It's wearing me out.
3 wide receivers split. They're going to hand off to number 11. He's trying to find room to run, and he's going to be brought down for a short gain by the John Marshall Bears. That was Jeremy Hutchison. On the run. He got about 3 yards on that play, and they're right back. They give him right back to Hutchison. He's going up, gets the first down. He's going to be tackled right around the 37-yard line.
That should end the first quarter.
I think so. That is the end of the first quarter, and we've got a score of 12-6. Lawton MacArthur with a 6-point lead over the John Marshall Bears, but we've got a lot more to come in the second quarter. So we're going to take a real quick commercial break and come right back with more high school game of the week between Lawton MacArthur and the John Marshall Bears. When we come back, we're sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm. We'll be right back.
Life doesn't wait when you're experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do, but your body's holding you back, it's time to
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm. 12-6, and here is the snap. Man, they didn't get right back into it. Let's see, it's a play for about 2 yards.
He gave it to Hutchinson. He took it over, and he was stopped short really quick.
Lawton MacArthur has the football in a 6-point lead, and they are driving. Here's the snap again. Gage Graham looking to throw. Throws big over the middle. He's got a wide open man. It's caught. Touchdown, Lawton MacArthur. And we've got a late penalty. I think that's going to be on John Marshall, possibly maybe unsportsmanlike conduct, unfortunately.
Yeah, he tried to defender. He tried to knock the ball out of his hands. He didn't do it. He was in the middle of the end zone when he did. It was too late.
It's either way. It's touchdown, Lawton MacArthur. We'll see if they go for two and make up for their unsuccessful 2-point conversion earlier and their missed extra point conversion earlier. We'll see which direction they go. But that is a touchdown for the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders. And let's see. So, unsportsmanlike conduct for John Marshall here. And it's unfortunate. So we'll see what they decide to do here, whether they go for two or kick the extra point. Let's see here.
Did that penalty go against?
All right, so they're going to run the extra point team out there. They like to see how John Marshall lines up. And if they see an opportunity where they will go for two, then they will. But if they're lined up a certain way to feel like they can defend it, they'll send out the extra point team. And that's what we're seeing now. The extra point kicker is out onto the field. He missed it earlier. Can he make it now? Here's the snap. Kick is up.
It was almost blocked.
It is good. So the extra point is good. And let's see. Lawton MacArthur is up 18-6. I'm sorry, 19-6. Early second quarter, 10:23 left in the second quarter. So John Marshall's going to get another opportunity on offense. They've shown that they can establish some rhythm. They've been converting for some first downs, but every now and then they'll have a bad play, and that defense will get them for a significant tackle for a loss. They'll suffer a setback that they can't overcome. So that's been their Achilles heel so far early this first half. Coach Barris is out there, coaching them up right now, talking to his team, and you got to limit your mistakes as much as possible.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they got to definitely limit their mistakes, but they also got to keep calm and catch the pace down, slow the pace down, because Lawton Mac is tiring them out, wearing on them. It's almost like a boxing match where they're punching them fast. You got to chase them around the ring, and before you know it, you get knocked out.
As soon as the play's over, they got to get right back to the line of scrimmage, and that's why I really hope that they can
slow the pace,
adapt to that style and playing that way early on. And it's hot out here. It's hot down there on that artificial turf.
Yeah, you're going to get tired quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So Lawton MacArthur is going to kick the football off to John Marshall. They've got Dorian Middleton back there, number 1, back there to receive the kick. They've also got number 5, Shaz Gilliford, out there as well. And we'll see what happens here shortly.
Number 17's out there also.
Yeah, number 17, Colin Drennan, is back there.
Now, there was a penalty. The penalty went against Lawton Mac. that was the unsportsmanlike. It was.
Oh, so it was against Lawton Mac. It wasn't against John Marshall.
It was against Lawton Mac. He did a little celebration in the end zone, but that was his first score of the season, and he was a sophomore last year, so he hasn't played much.
All right, here we go. Kickoff. Deep. Oh, they're going to catch the ball right at the 30, bring it to the 35. He's going left, trying to get away. Oh, my goodness.
He's losing yards as he gets
Lawton MacArthur did a great job covering that kick, and then they brought him down. We'll see where they spot the ball and see if they give him forward progress. I think they're going to.
Yeah, because he was losing a lot of yards as he was trying to avoid getting tackled. He was just getting spun around in a circle.
They're going to spot the football at their own 32-yard line. So this is a big possession for John Marshall. They want to cut the deficit as much as possible before halftime. 10 minutes and 16 seconds left. All right, they got doubled tight. They've got one wing back, 3 wide receivers split, 2 to the wide side of the field. Davion Taylor gets the ball, hands off to the running back. Gilliford tries to get to the line of scrimmage, and he's quickly tackled by a bunch of Highlanders of Lawton MacArthur.
Yeah, that counterplay didn't work for the Bears right there.
Looks like it's going to be a 2-yard loss, and it's going to be right at the 30, so 2nd down and 12 for John Marshall. Dorian Middleton's getting the play call in from Sean Love, the offensive coordinator, who's been calling the plays. Same formation, pistol formation. Ball is snapped. Davion's sitting back in their pocket, and he's trying to find a guy open. Now he has to run. Throws. Incomplete. Ran out of time. He was well protected, but nobody got open. He tried to hit Dorian Middleton close to the sideline, and incomplete pass. Davion Taylor basically had to throw it short because the Lawton MacArthur defensive backs were kind of baiting on him. They wanted him to throw it so they could pick it off, and he caught on to that. Through the incomplete pass. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 right now in the second quarter, 9 minutes, 37 seconds.
You know, this offensive line has got to protect their running backs. It's a timeout on the field. John
All right,
Marshall.
yeah, we're going to take a timeout too, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. More high school game of the week here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM, HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Like bones, your teeth lose density and become weaker over time, which can lead to tooth decay. And that can make your visit to the dentist feel like this. But if you want your dental visit to feel like this,
Atlantic's bringing Charles in. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time.
And we're back. High school game of the week here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1. Sponsored by our friends at SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital. Chuck Davis State Farm. Got a 3rd down situation. 3rd down and 12 for the John Marshall Bears. Last thing they want to do is have to give the football back to Lawton MacArthur at this point in the game. We'll see if they can convert this 3rd down and 12. Here's 3rd down. Ball is snapped. They're going to bootleg it left. Davion's running for his life. Flips it.
Interception.
Did he get the interception?
Yes,
is he inbounds? He is. So that is an interception. That was almost a pitch throw by Davion Taylor.
Patience Jackson on that interception.
He's right-handed, but he ran left, and so it's hard to contort your body to turn it around to get the throw off. So he was running out of time. He had a defender on him, and he threw it up in the air to try and complete the pass, and Lawton MacArthur did a great job of intercepting that pass and staying in bounds because it was along the sideline. So now Lawton MacArthur's going to have a really good opportunity. They're in John Marshall territory on you'll see 36-yard line. 1st and 10 Highlanders. And let's see, John Marshall is lining up in the 3-4 base defense. They're having to spread out a little bit. Here's the snap, and they're going to throw, and Graham's going to find the receiver wide open at the 5-10. Let's see, touchdown. Touchdown, Lawton MacArthur. Just a great play call by them. You can't say anything else. Great execution. That's an easy pass and catch for
Warren Gaines on the receiver.
Gage Graham on that throw. They score with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Looks like they're sending their extra point team back out onto the field. We've got a 25-6 score right now in the game. They're going to see if they can get to 26. We've got the holder out there. He's getting ready to get the snap. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good. So we've got a score of 26-6. Lawton MacArthur with the lead. 9:20 left in the second quarter. We're going to take another real quick commercial break. We'll be right back for another offensive possession for John Marshall, and they're going to have an opportunity to cut the deficit and put more points on the scoreboard. So don't go anywhere. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM, HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Get Labor Day savings at Lowe's. Buy one, get one 50% off select HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Paint and Cabot Exterior Stains via rebate. And save on Lowe's exclusive Stainmaster laminate flooring starting at $269 per square foot. It's 3 times wear resistant and backed by a lifetime limited warranty. Shop Labor Day savings now at Lowe's. Stainmaster claims compared to standard residential grade laminate. See warranty at Lowe's.com/Stainmaster. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store at Lowe's.com for paint details and restrictions. While supplies last. Offer valid to 9/7.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
9:20 left in the second quarter here at High School Game of the Week. Lawton MacArthur has a 26-6 lead over the John Marshall Bears right now, mid-second quarter, and John Marshall is going to receive the football. You've got Shaz Gilliford back to return the kick. You've got number 17, Kylan Drennan.
And Dorian Middleton.
And it looks like Gilliford's going to catch the ball at the 15.
Looking for a block.
Gets to the 20, bounces it out, 25. Can he get to the 30? Yes, he can. And then gets pushed out of bounds right around the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the John Marshall Bears. They've just got to kind of stop these setbacks. They'll have 3 good plays and then have a really bad 4th play, and it's hard to keep consistent when you operate like that. So they've just got to establish some rhythm and keep converting this first downs. They've got time to go.
Keep moving those chains. You got to keep moving those chains
Absolutely.
downfield. You can't rely on the one big play getting 30 yards, and that's not going to work.
Davion Taylor's getting the call. Kyle Drennan is in the game. Kylan Drennan, number 17. Sean Powell, number 32, is in the game at running back as well. It's a diamond formation, running back on each side of Davion Taylor and one behind him. Ball is snapped. He's going to hand off to number 6. He gets tackled maybe for a yard loss.
He lost a yard.
Yeah, I tell you what, Lawton MacArthur's defensive line is getting penetration on that play. It was really an unfortunate play. John Marshall has to, block more consistently.
He lost 2 yards on that.
And so 2nd down and 12, they get the play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage. They've got double tight. They've got 3 running backs in the backfield along with Davion Taylor, the quarterback. Here's Taylor. He's going to hand off. They're going to run to the left side, and he is quickly swarmed.
He is
got tackled by backside by number 11 of the MacArthur defense, Jeremy Hutchison.
Yeah. He's a bruiser on offense, and now he's a bruiser on defense. He was able to catch the running back from behind, Sean Powell, and Sean Powell is still on the field. Looks like he might be hurt.
Yeah, they may have to call an injury timeout here. Sean Powell looks to be a little bit banged up, so that's exactly what they're going to do. And you know what? We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout as well. Don't go anywhere. We've got a 26-6 score, 8:26 left. Lawton MacArthur up right now with the lead in tonight's football game over John Marshall. We'll be right back. CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student-athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student-athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Radio 105.3 FM HD1. Sean Powell of John Marshall finally got up under his own power and was able to walk off the field. Looks like an ankle injury. We've also got a significant flag on the penalty. It's going to be a personal foul. And I'm not sure where they're going to spot the ball, but it's against John Marshall. Yeah, let's see where they do that.
They're running the clock, but they haven't marked anything. They signaled it, but they haven't marked anything. They didn't take any yards off.
Okay. All right. Well, we got some false information, fake news from our producer here. He said, I saw a personal foul. We didn't see it, but he did. And apparently nobody else saw it either. All right, snap. Davion Taylor's got some room. He's trying to move. He's trying to find a wide open man, and he's finally going to be sacked in the backfield. Just nobody was open. I like the blocking scheme from John Marshall. They gave him about 4, 5, 6 seconds back there, which is enough time to make a throw. But he just couldn't find the open receiver, held on to the football too long, and was sacked in the backfield. It's going to be 4th and a mile.
About 25.
For John Marshall right now, and they're going to be forced to punt. Again, 7:40 left in this second quarter. Stay tuned for our halftime show, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony, and we will be talking with John Marshall Athletic Director Kevin Myers. And I'm really excited to have this conversation with Kevin. He's just done a phenomenal job as athletic director at the John Marshall High School, and does a great job, managing their athletics, all of them. So we've got a flag on the play. John Marshall was lined up in a pump formation, and you're right. Apparently, it's a delay of game.
It's going to take them back 5 more yards. Now it's 4th and 30.
Yeah, either way, no matter how this kick works, Lawton MacArthur is probably going to have a really good field position here and have another opportunity to put more points on the board. Here is the snap, and the kick is up, and it's not a bad kick. Caught at the 45, number 1, trying to make moves, and he's going to be tackled, but they're going to give him credit for forward progress.
That was a great tackle by Blackburn there from John Marshall.
They're going to probably mark him right at the, 46.
I say 46.
40, no.
Looks like the 44.
A lot of confusion 46. Here on where exactly to spot the football.
Each ref is moving something.
I could only imagine the conversation that they're having. Right?
Yeah, because each ref had a different place. So they're going with the 46.
44. Here we
44?
go.
Okay, 44.
Shotgun formation. Lawton MacArthur gives the ball off to number 21. He's got room to run. Gets close, tackled right around the 37-yard line. That's about a 6 to 7 yard gain right there for Lawton MacArthur. They put the football on down, and here they go running again. Same play right up the middle, and he is tackled by John Marshall. It's going to be short of the first down marker. They're going to be about 1 to 2 yards short here on this situation. So here we go. 3rd down and short. They're right back to it. Ball is snapped. Hands off again. He's got the first down, 30, 25, and is going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line. And very quick pace. You can't say enough about it by Lawton MacArthur. That's their style of offense. They're very quick. Ball is snapped. Another play, right?
Whoa.
And they did not get the
timeout
clearance.
was called by John Marshall.
Yeah, and that was probably a smart timeout by head coach Chris Barris because Lawton MacArthur had some momentum right there. All right, we're going to take a real quick commercial break ourselves. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. CBS Sports Radio, high school game of the week. Lawton Mac is up 26-6 with 6:21 left before halftime. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Attention, if you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance. And you better watch out, because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They are experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and will fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-919-9077. 800-919-9077. 800-919-9077.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
And we're back. High school game of the week here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1. Lawton Mac just ran a play. It was well defended by John Marshall.
Kirby on the stop there, 2-yard loss for the Highlanders.
2nd down and 12. They're right there on the 25-yard line. Here's the throw. Graham Gage tries to throw it. Did he get the completion?
Complete catch, and it looks like there's flags coming from every direction.
Yeah,
Might be pass interference.
Oh, it is pass interference, but he was still able to catch the ball. If you're going to commit pass interference, at least keep him from stopping from making the catch on that play. So that's going to be 1st down and goal, and they're going to mark it right at the 1-yard line. And so John Marshall's really going to have to pressure this offensive Lawton MacArthur with the goal line defense and control that line of scrimmage.
Looks like I'm pretty sure they're run this play.
It certainly is a possibility. Gage Graham of Lawton Mac's been operating this offense. He gets the ball. He keeps it himself, shakes one, tries to get in. Does he get in? I don't see a signal from
He looks like he's short by a yard.
Yep, looks going to be 2nd and inches for the Lawton MacArthur offense. Here we go. 2nd down and half a yard. Ball is snapped. He's going to keep it himself. Touchdown, Lawton Mac. The quarterback sneak. Gage Graham, senior quarterback for the Highlanders, gets in the end zone. We've got a score of 32-6 right now over John Marshall. We'll see if they go for 2 or if they send in the extra point team, and it looks like they're sending in the extra point team for the 1-point kick here.
Yeah, he's going to be able to kick this. It was an easy run for the Highlanders. 2 plays, 1 pass, 1 run.
Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good. We've got a score of 33-6. Lawton MacArthur with the lead over John Marshall with about 5 minutes and 9 seconds left until halftime. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll come right back and see how John Marshall answers and see if they can cut the deficit in this ball game coming up on this next possession. We'll be right back. CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
3-0. SSM Health, Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in action, helping you get back in action.
And we are back. 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in this second quarter. We've got a score of 33 to 6. I think I may have misspoke earlier and gave him too much credit. We don't want to do that. 33 to 6. Lawton MacArthur with the lead over John Marshall. John Marshall's about to get the football back. You've got Dorian Middleton and Shaz Gilliford back to return the kick. Here is the kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. So that's going to be a penalty. And that's going to be pretty beneficial to this John Marshall offense. They need as many yards as possible. They're going to start their latest possession on offense here on the 35-yard line.
So far in the game, the John Marshall Bears has only been able to execute 3 plays, and then the rest of the plays have either been negative or for a short gain. They really need to get some momentum with this drive right here.
Shotgun formation, Davion Taylor still in at quarterback, double tight. 2 wide receivers at the short side of the field, 1 running back. He's going to throw. He's got a time, and now he's going to get sacked. He had a minute, and then they just blitzed. They had a delayed blitz, and it totally worked because there was nobody there to block him. And Davion Taylor was sacked in the backfield, in the pocket. It's going to be, second and 16, 17, something like that?
Yeah, 17 yards.
So they're right at, the line of scrimmage. Taylor's relaying the play. It's important they try to get some more points on this scoreboard here before halftime. Ball is snapped. Taylor's looking to throw. Throws a quick slant. Caught it by Middleton. He gets to the 40. He's going to bounce out 45, 50. 45, and he's in Lawton MacArthur territory. Beautiful catch and run by number 1 Dorian Middleton, the senior wide receiver for the John Marshall Bears.
Looks about 35, almost 40-yard catch and pass right there.
First down and 10. Those are the type of plays that they want to run here at John Marshall. They have the ability to do it. It's just about execution. And Davion Taylor had some time in the pocket there to execute that throw. A really good play. Chris Barris is sending in plays, as well as Sean Love. I don't know who the real guy is here. Shotgun formation. Davion Taylor moves right, throws. And no, I thought he was. He did throw it. It was complete.
No, it looks like it fell.
He had quite a fake, and it faked me out. I thought he was going to throw on that place, but he faked it. He ended up throwing it there. I think it's a
completion.
Yeah, 5-yard gain, 5-6 yards. 3:50 left on the clock in the second quarter before halftime, and it's ticking. So they're right back to the line of scrimmage, getting the play call from Coach Barris and Coach Love. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand the football off to the running back, and he is tackled.
He's gobbled up
right in the backfield. That's going to be a loss. A little bit of a setback there for John Marshall. Well read by the Lawton MacArthur defense. You got to give them credit.
Yeah, they read that play real well, and they were able to get in the backfield before the running back could even start his journey toward the end zone.
All right, they're going to make some substitutions in here. We've got number 17, Kylan Drennan, in at wide receiver. Still got Dorian Middleton as the outside wide receiver. And they are coaching them up. It's like they are planning for a big play right here, at least try to get this first down. Under 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Shotgun formation. Taylor gets the snap, drops back, runs right, looking to throw. Does.
Jump pass, and it's intercepted.
Intercepted right at the 22-yard line. Unfortunately, that's going to be another turnover for the John Marshall offense. That's unfortunate. That's not what you want. But Lawton Mac executed on defense, made the play, got pushed out of bounds. I think they're going to mark them right at their own 22-yard line.
I don't understand why he did it. He left his feet and tried to do a jump pass 20 yards down the field. That didn't make sense. And then the other interception right before this, on their last possession, He threw it with his left hand when he's right-handed, kind of like Mahomes would do. And either way, he's not Mahomes.
Yeah,
I
thought there was some room to run there as well. I was kind of surprised he didn't take off and use his legs on that play and at least try to, get closer to the first down marker. But he made the decision, and they've got to live with it. You got to live with it. Okay, are they saying that it's incomplete here?
What I'm understanding, there's a flag. There's a bunch of referees huddling up, confusion everywhere. The offense for the John Marshall Bears is still on the field. The defense looks like it's a flag. Looks like the ball is going to be going down.
It was roughing the passer is what they called, and so that's going to be a penalty on MacArthur. That negates the interception. So that's going to be a positive play. If you've ever been grateful for roughing the passer, now would be the time. And so John Marshall's first down at 10 in Lawton MacArthur territory. Here we go. Ball is snapped. They're going to run an option, and Davion tries to cut it up, but is quickly brought down by that blitzing linebacker from Lawton MacArthur. So that's going to be at least a 1-yard loss, maybe 2.
With that, there was a lot of movement on there, and the defense for the Highlanders was able to penetrate the wide bodies of the offensive line of the John Marshall Bears.
Okay, they're going to get the play call in from the coaching staff and get right back to it. And, clock isn't really on their side right now. Let's see here. Ball is snapped. And they're going to hand off to the running back, Shaz Gilliford. He's getting down all the way close to the 15. I think they're going to mark him at the 17.
That might be a first down.
Did he get the first down?
I think he did. He did his first down.
He did. All right, and Michael Garcia is listening to watching the game through the YouTube stream. Michael Garcia, let's go Bears, trying to get us back. Let's rally back, baby. Big shout-out to Michael Garcia. Okay, minute 35 and counting. Trying to get in the end zone to cut this deficit. 3 wide receivers split. Davion Taylor's
He's going to keep it.
He's going to run it himself, gets close to the 10-yard line. I think they're going to give him credit.
That might be a third six.
Forward progress to the 12-yard line. And it's going to be third down right here. So this is an interesting situation. Second down. Second down. Thank you, D. Wright. All right, so they're going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. It would be really beneficial for John Marshall if they could score here. Another keeper to the left. He's going to bounce it outside. Taylor's going to take it himself. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They're going to mark him right around the 11-yard line.
Looks like he only gained 1 yard on that. He tried to get it outside, wasn't able to.
All right, so they're going to – the clock has stopped, 53 seconds left. Are we seeing a timeout here, or what's going on? Okay.
Yeah, they ran out of bounds, so they can start over.
They can kind of relax, take a deep breath, and run the offense. Okay, 3 wide receivers split, 2 to the short side of the field, 1 running back, 1 in motion. He's going to go to the wide side of the field. Davion Taylor waits till he gets set, gets the snap, hands off to Gilliford up the middle.
Ball's on the ground.
Oh, he faked the handoff and kept it himself, tried to run right and got tackled in the backfield. That was well read by the Lawton MacArthur defense on that play.
The ball popped out when he tried to fake it to Shaz Gillian. There's a timeout on the field, but he tried to the ball popped out. He was able to bounce on and catch it and try to get what he could, but he ended up losing 4 yards on that.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout ourselves. We were right back here in 30 seconds. CBS Sports Radio High School Game of the Week. Here, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
game right now. Lawton MacArthur with the lead, but John Marshall has the football. They're on they're on the 12-yard line. They're in Lawton MacArthur territory. That is where they're lined up. Am I right?
Yep. 4th and 8.
Okay, 4th down. It is 4th down. So this is a big opportunity. If they want to, cut the deficit, they need to do it now. They're actually on the
17?
they're on the 17-yard line.
Yeah, 17-yard line.
There we go. All right, so the offense is getting out there. They've called the play. A big 4th down situation for John Marshall here. 46 seconds. They got to act now. They've got to be successful.
There's some confusion in the backfield for the John Marshall Bears.
And execute. All right, 3 wide receivers split, one running back behind Taylor. Taylor's going to get it. He's going to throw. Corner fade, incomplete, no good, and that's going to switch possessions and give Lawton MacArthur the football. John Marshall was unsuccessful on that 4th down, unfortunately. So 41 seconds left here in the second quarter, and we'll see what they do. I mean, Lawton MacArthur will have an opportunity to run an offense, and they've ran it very well and getting back to the line of scrimmage. They've also made a few big plays throwing the football as well. So we'll see how they handle and utilize this last 41 seconds. Do they want to try and score? Do they want to get into field goal range, or will they kneel and run out the clock and go into halftime? We'll see here in a second.
They're not going to kneel. I think they're going to throw 3 straight times.
Ball is snapped, and that's exactly right. Now, his quarterback Gage Graham is running for his life, and then he's brought down. He bounced outside to the left, got about a couple yards, and then was brought down by John Marshall. They're not going to call the timeout here. They're going to let the clock kind of run out, but we've got a clock stoppage right now.
Lawton Mac took a timeout.
Okay, so it was Lawton Mac that took a timeout. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to stay right here. We're not going anywhere. I want to give a big shout-out to our sponsors tonight, Chuck Davis, State Farm. For over 25 years, Chuck Davis, State Farms, has served Oklahoma City with coverage that you can trust. And Chuck believes in helping people manage risks of everyday life and recover from the unexpected and realize their dreams. Call 405-378-8008 or stop by the office, 9315 South Pennsylvania Avenue, Suite B in Oklahoma City.
Looks like they're coming back. 26 seconds. Our score is 33-6 in favor of Lawton Mac Highlanders. And it's 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Ball's on the 12-yard line? No, 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
17-yard line. And looks like there's a problem. The referees are waiting for something. There is an equipment failure. Something's wrong with the clock, and they're trying to fix it. So since they're trying to fix it, the time's not right. It says 32 seconds. It should be something different.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, they've started the play clock. Here we go. They're going to hand the ball off to the running back up the middle. He's going to be brought down by that John Marshall defense. Short gain. They're going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they're about to run another offensive play. This is 3rd down. Ball is snapped. Gage Graham throws big, tries to go for the big play. Hits his receiver. He doesn't catch it, though. Hit him in the hands. That's Terrell Roberts, the senior wide receiver for Lawton Mac, that dropped the pass. He could have taken that to the house had he caught that pass. So Dory Middleton's back in the game. He's playing defense as well as offense. 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Again, stay tuned for our halftime show. We're going to be talking with
Kevin Myers,
the athletic director for John Marshall at halftime. So stay tuned for that.
It's 4th down. They're going to punt.
Lawton Mac's going to punt here, and they're going to kick the ball, and it's going to be take a John Marshall,
that took Lawton Mac
bounce there, and it's going to be down at the 39-yard line. with about 3 seconds left. We'll see if John Marshall kneels and takes this into halftime or if they decide to run a play here. They're quickly getting the ball spotted correctly, and the John Marshall's offense is going to run out and execute one play and one play only. Davion Taylor is in at quarterback. They've got 3 wide receivers split out wide, 2 to the wide side of the field, 1 to the short side. They're getting the play call from the coaching staff.
Looks like they're going to run the Curvy River.
And here is the
fumble
and it's
on the
a
play.
fumble off a bad handoff from the quarterback to the running back. I think that's going to run out the clock. Lawton MacArthur is going to recover, but it doesn't matter because the time has run out, and it is officially halftime here, and we've got a score of 33-6. Lawton MacArthur currently on top of the John Marshall Bears. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we will be talking with athletic director of the John Marshall Bears, Kevin Myers. And we'll also kind of give you a recap of the first half of football, what happened, how did it happen, and what our expectations are in the second half. So don't go anywhere. A lot to cover here at halftime of the CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1 halftime show, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital. We'll be back.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go.
Also known as a Big Nasty. It's a loaded tater with a spare rib on top. Try Big O's loaded steak fries and barbecue pizza. Big O's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations in the metro. In Midwest City, 6003 Southeast 15th, and in Edmond, 285 South Santa Fe Avenue. And both dining rooms have active pure technology to reduce over 99.9% bacteria, viruses, and more. And that's air you can trust. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays, 11 a.m. until the meat runs out. Big O's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations, Midwest City and Edmond. Come get you one of these taters.
Attention, if you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance. And you better watch out, because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They are experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and will fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-919-9077. 800-919-9077. 800-919-9077.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey folks, James Wade here at Boomer Kia. You know, when you're the #1 Kia dealer in the state 2 years in a row and you sell the most new cars month after month after month, you trade for a lot of vehicles. Right now, we are overloaded with cars, trucks, SUVs, and yes, even vans. And guess what? They have to go. And I'm sure nowadays you probably feel like almost everything costs a little bit more. Well, at Boomer Kia, we believe you should get more. So right now, with every vehicle, you'll get a real lifetime powertrain warranty with a $0 deductible. No hoops to jump through like the other dealers' warranties. Buy a car at Boomer Kia and enjoy the peace of mind knowing you have a lifetime powertrain warranty with a $0 deductible. Are you unsure about your credit? Don't be. Visit boomerkia.com and click the iPrecheck banner where you can be pre-approved instantly with no dings on your credit. Then come on down to Boomer Kia. We're off I-240 and South Walker.
You need someone to be there, knowing they'll always care. Someone who lights your way each and every day. Doing what you love is everything, so we can celebrate the joy it brings. There's so much to protect in our lives. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Like bones, your teeth lose density and become weaker over time, which can lead to tooth decay. And that can make your visit to the dentist feel like this. But if you want your dental visit to feel like this, try Crest Densify. Crest Densify actively rebuilds tooth density to extend the life of teeth by remineralizing enamel. Densify from Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America. Smile, Crest has you covered.
Get Labor Day savings at Lowe's. Buy one, get one 50% off select HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Paint and Cabot Exterior Stains via rebate. And save on Lowe's exclusive Stainmaster laminate flooring starting at $269 per square foot. It's 3 times wear resistant and backed by a lifetime limited warranty. Shop Labor Day savings now at Lowe's. Stainmaster claims compared to standard residential grade laminate. See warranty at Lowe's.com/Stainmaster. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store at Lowe's.com for paint details and restrictions. While supplies last. Offer valid through 9/7.
Attention, if you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance. And you better watch out, because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They are experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and will fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-919-9077. 800-919-9077. 800-919-9077.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
And we're back. High school game of the week here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1. We are in the middle of our halftime show, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital. And really do appreciate them sponsoring our broadcast. And they've got a clinic staff there for all your orthopedic and common sports-related injuries. 24/7. They've got providers that bring high-quality health care and increased convenience to your family. Innovative technology, convenient locations, personalized treatment. They've got it all at SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital, and we appreciate them sponsoring our halftime show. We've got a score of 33-6 right now. Lawton MacArthur jumped out to a pretty significant lead early on in the game, and we'll kind of go over and recap that first half of football here shortly. But right now I've got a very special guest, and I'm excited to talk to. John Marshall Athletic Director Kevin Myers is here. Kevin, how you doing, my friend?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on. Excited for the football season to get started.
No, we're glad it's here. You know, we've waited for so long to get to this point, and we're finally enjoying it under the Friday night lights. Talk about your position as athletic director at John Marshall. You're in charge of the entire athletic program there at that school. I mean, talk about how you became the head athletic director.
Well, we started probably 5 years ago. They approached me about doing it. At the time I was coaching football, wrestling, and golf, and they talked me into doing it. Didn't really want to, but I did. Went ahead and took the job. And after the first year, we won state in football, so my wife kind of put a nix on all the sports. So still coaching golf, but only doing the athletic director stuff now.
Well, good. Well, how has it really, athletics at John Marshall kind of progressed to this point over time? Do you like the direction it's going? Absolutely.
This year I'm excited. We have a staff that is second to none, led by Coach Barris and Adam Langbar, Jack Dingus, Sean Love, Kyler Arter, Jeremy Green. List goes on and on. So they've got a great staff. I'm excited about the direction they're going. And not only football, but we've got a great volleyball coach, Cal Jones. Softball, we've got Winstead and Shuck, and cheer coach is great. Cross country, Mitch Brindley and Janelle Matchett. So our fall sports are off to a good start.
What about spring sports? How many spring sports you got?
Let's see. We've got
obviously baseball,
boys and girls soccer, track, golf, tennis. So
you're a busy man.
We're loaded in the spring.
Yeah. Now I tell you what. The hiring of Coach Barris, how did that come about? How did you find out that he was even available to become a head coach? Did you reach out to him? Did he reach out to you guys? How'd that go down?
Well, I think that, our great leadership from the district, Eddie Wright, our athletic director at that time, it was Todd Dilbeck too, and I think that, they kind of put the word out, and Chris sent his resume in. We, of course, jumped on the opportunity to interview him. And then the rest is history.
Well, we've had him on the show several times, and you talk about a guy that loves the sport. He is passionate about football. He knows how to build a winning culture. He had a successful run there in Ada. And so I thought when I heard that you guys, hired him as the head coach, I was like, wow, John Marshall's. They got lucky on that deal by bringing him in, and he's already had a major impact. I know it's week 0. He hadn't been on for too long, so he's still got a lot of work to do. But I can't say enough good things about Coach Barris as head coach.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. He's a great motivator. He's a great character guy, and that's what he's trying to instill in the kids, and that's kind of what we strive for all of our student athletes. Students first, athletes second, and just good character kids.
Did he was he hired early enough to go through spring football?
He did. He came in second semester last year.
Gotcha.
So he got a head start on it. He had all the coaches able to be here for spring as well. So they got off to a good start.
Yeah. Well, so do you see a difference between when he initially came on from day one to now?
Yeah, it's one of those things where you've got to convince people that you're the right guy. And our kids going through 2 head coaches in 3 years, you had to convince them that he was the man for the job, and it didn't take him long to do that.
Yeah. I want to talk basketball real quick. Who's head basketball coach right now for John Marshall?
Boys is Patrick Cudjoe.
Okay.
And girls coach is Anthony Gardner.
How does the basketball program stack up? I mean, is it meeting expectations? Does it have a ways to go? What do you think?
No, I think we last year maybe slipped just a little bit, but Cudjoe and Gardner do a great job.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this year. We'll have quite a few kids back. So I think future's pretty bright for basketball.
Well, we're excited about the fall semester of sports. We're excited about the spring semester of sports. I mean, it just seems like you guys really have the right people in place to take the athletic program the way it needs to go. I mean, would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. We have great leadership. Jean Ambry's our principal. She's a great leader in the building, as well as our assistant principals. So from top to bottom, and support from the teachers and other coaches, I think it's top notch at John Marshall.
So we're speaking with athletic director of John Marshall, Kevin Myers. And Kevin, could you ever see yourself becoming a football coach again, maybe as assistant level? Do we have an assistant athletic director / assistant coach out there? Is that allowed?
It is allowed, but no, I don't anticipate that happening at all.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, we appreciate you taking time, here at halftime to come up and talk with us. And, I plan on having you on the show again in the future. I'm the host of the Morning Rush in the morning, so we'll have you on and talk more John Marshall athletics as the season goes on, my friend.
We can do it. Anytime you need me, just holler.
All right. Appreciate it, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come back and kind of go over what happened in the first half of this game and talk expectations, what needs to be done in the second half. And we'll get this second half underway before too long. We got about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in halftime. So stay with us. We'll be back. Second half is coming. Here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
The Soul Bowl is back and it's bigger and better. 2 straight days, Friday, September 9th and Saturday, September 10th. Starting Friday, September 9th at 8 a.m., it's the 5th annual golf tournament at Lake Hefner Golf Course, 4491 South Lake Hefner Drive. Get your brand in front of thousands with one of our donation packages, which include the individual hole, qualifier, runner-up, and the champion package. To sign up or donate to the golf tournament, go to millwoodathletes.com and look under quick links on the bottom left-hand side. Same day at 5:30 p.m. Let the soul begin on the Mighty Falcons L.W. Good Stadium football field. It's the Soul Bowl Band Showcase with performances by the Millwood and Douglas bands. Also, a special guest performance by the Langston University Lions Band. Then, on Saturday, September 10th, grab your pride, hop in your ride, and head to the east side for the game of the year. It's OKC's biggest rivalry. It's the Millwood Falcons versus the Douglas Trojans at Moses F. Miller Stadium, the home stomping ground of the Douglas High School Trojans. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Be there. It's the 47th annual Soul Bowl, baby.
Did you know that every day someone misses out on a great opportunity, all because of the fear of rejection? But what if you could explore that opportunity without facing any consequences or even wasting your time? Guess what? Now you can with iPrecheck at BoomerKia.com. When other dealers try to keep you in the dark until the very end, at Boomer Kia, we're upfront and transparent, all without having to speak to anybody. So instead of spending hours in a dealership getting yanked around just to find out if you're not getting the deal you want, visit BoomerKia.com and click the iPrecheck form. You'll get your real credit score, your real monthly payments, and more for every vehicle on our site. So what's the best thing about iPrecheck? There's zero risk. It literally doesn't cost you anything. Just enter your name, your address, and the last 4 of your social, and you can be pre-approved instantly for a brand new Kia at Boomer Kia. So what are you waiting for? Visit BoomerKia.com and click the iPrecheck banner to get pre-approved, all without any risk to your credit. Then come to Boomer Kia off I-240 in South Walker.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-994-6633. That's 1-800-994-6633. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-994-6633. That's 1-800-994-6633.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Did you know that every day someone misses out on a great opportunity, all because of the fear of rejection? But what if you could explore that opportunity without facing any consequences or even wasting your time? Guess what? Now you can with iPrecheck at boomerkia.com. When other dealers try to keep you in the dark until the very end, at Boomer Kia, we're upfront and transparent, all without having to speak to anybody. So instead of spending hours in a dealership getting yanked around just to find out if you're not getting the deal you want, visit boomerkia.com and click the iPrecheck form. You'll get your real credit score, your real monthly payments, and more for every vehicle on our site. So what's the best thing about iPrecheck? There's zero risk. It literally doesn't cost you anything. Just enter your name, your address, and the last four of your social, and you can be pre-approved instantly for a brand new Kia at Boomer Kia. So what are you waiting for? Visit boomerkia.com and click the iPrecheck banner to get pre-approved, all without any risk to your credit. Then come to Boomer Kia off I-240 in South Walker.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
And we are back here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm. We are not far away from the kickoff of this third quarter. I want to go over some of the things that happened in the first half. D. Wright, tell us what happened. How did we get to 33-6, Lawton MacArthur with the lead?
Well, four out of 6 possessions by Lawton Mac, they scored not only through the air but also on the ground. It wasn't until the Bears' 4th possession is whenever they crossed the goal line. The Highlanders are leading on the scoreboard as well as in penalties with 4, including a very key roughing the passer that happened late in the second quarter that gave the Bears a chance to score, but they did not complete the task, which led to our score at halftime. Lawton Mac 33, John Marshall Bears 6.
And I want to bring in a very special guest. Really, he's the boss. He's the boss around here. We've got Mr. Maurice Prince in the building. Mo, how you doing?
You know what? I'm going to say this. It's great to be with you guys tonight. You know, this is a tough spot for John Marshall to be in this evening. Opening game, new coaching staff. You got to get those jitters out. Yeah. But as D. Wright led that, you know what stood out to me?
Tell me.
Was that in the second quarter itself, those 2 big turnovers really changed it. Yeah. People don't realize John Marshall, it was 12-6 going into the second quarter. And as D. Wright explained, everything fell off after that moment, and they have not been able to get momentum. They found themselves in difficult situation trying to force the ball and trying to make a play when there really wasn't an opportunity to do that. So it's one of those things that's over the course of the night, Swig, to get back in the game. You're not going to get back in the game with one series. So to me, if you're talking about adjustments tonight, adjustments needs to be get back to the ground game, keep the ball out of Lawton Mac's possession, simply because Lawton Mac is going to continue to put pressure on your defense. Now, also, we talked about it a little early on. You guys talked about hydration in pregame. I love that because I think that's going to be a factor, but not for Lawton MacArthur. It's going to be a factor for the Bears. So to me, ball control, move the ball, play within yourself, and stop trying to make every play. The quarterback is feeling all the pressure. Taylor is feeling all the pressure to make something happen. That's why we got a little Patrick Mahomes trying to force the ball, trying to find the opening gap. So how do you get back in the game? 1 first down at a time. So that's what you got to find. Find some level of comfort and then get back and sustaining some drives. But you're not going to do that making a superhero. We need everybody to buy in right now, if you're a Bear fan out there, saying, hey, let's get a first down and another first down. Hey, we're in the end zone. And then let's see if we can make this get back into the game. If you're Lawton MacArthur, man, I mean, the Highlanders have been playing Highlander all night long. They have been on the high road looking down at their opponent, pressure from the opening gate. I mean, how many plays? I mean, D. Wright, you were counting the plays. I'm sitting to myself going, I don't know if Lawton MacArthur's run 30 plays to get
They haven't. They've only run 23
plays to get all the points that they have. So don't give them any freebies, Swig. Don't give them the first down of the ball in plus territory where the ball's at the 30, at your own 25 or 35 yard line. Lawton Mac is going to score if you give it to them that way. They've shown it. They've been consistent about it. And then when you get caught sleeping after the third time they run that NASCAR offense, it's a touchdown.
Describe the NASCAR offense for the people involved, because you wrote that note to me and you said it's called the NASCAR offense. Describe that.
The NASCAR offense basically means means when the ball is dead, the center already has his hand on the ball. It is basically whatever you call the hurry up offense. If you want to say I'm going to add some, a little bit more hot sauce to it, that's what the NASCAR is. The object is to wear you down and get you caught slipping while you're breathing heavy. I've run the 9 route past you. It's a deep touchdown pass. It is constant pressure on the offense. By NASCAR, it's just an expression of running more up tempo. So whatever you think of Libby and the OU offense, whatever you thought of Mike Leach and the offense tempo, it's simply about hurrying Swick and getting on the ball and putting immediate pressure on your opponent.
It's like playing speed football. You're trying to run as many plays as possible in a series.
Exactly. Well, not actually as many, is as little as many, but what I'm saying is over the course of the game. Right. If I run 70 plays on you, 80 plays on you, you're not going to be able to keep up. Yeah. And D. Wright, when we start talking about running out of air, I mean, after you run 2 plays and you've run 2 deep routes and you're back on the line of scrimmage, your mind's focused on trying to get your wind. Your technique is lost. And that's how they've been getting those breakaway big-time touchdown plays.
Oh, you're totally right. We are seeing the kicking team for Lawton MacArthur out there. John Marshall's going to get the football to start the second half. You got Dorian Middleton back midfield to be the return specialist right now. And then you
Chaz Gilliford, and then also
sorry, what?
Sorry about that. There was Kylan is that Warren? Kylan Warren?
Kylan Drennan. Kylan Drennan there. Okay, number 17. So you've got Drennan, you've got Gilliford, you've got Dorian Middleton back to return the kick. All right, so they're just waiting on the signal from the referee, and we'll get this third quarter underway. How important is it for John Marshall to score on this possession, start the third quarter the way it's supposed to, get some points on the board, and cut this deficit?
They've got to come out fighting, come out swinging, show some backbone right here, right now.
Yeah, the last thing that you want is a 3-and-out, Swig. That's the last thing you want.
All right, we've got the kick. He gets to the 15. He goes left. Dorian's trying to shake one. He has to run out of bounds. I think he's going to be right around the 19-yard line is where they're going to mark him. First down and 10 for the John Marshall offense.
That was good contained by the Highlanders right there as they were able to keep him out from getting outside.
If you had to be critiquing of anything on the Highlanders tonight, special teams would be the only thing, and only in the kicking game. Other than that, they've been spot on all aspects of the game tonight.
I like several of the play calls that the coaching staff is spot. They're putting them in position to be successful. It's just when it comes to executing, you're only as good as your weakest link. If your guy doesn't make a block, that guy tends to make the tackle. It's just what it is. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand off the football right up the middle for maybe a yard. Quickly brought down by the Lawton MacArthur defense. We've got a late flag here.
There seemed to be some pushing and shoving. They might have been discussing where to eat later on after the game.
No, I doubt that. I mean, the one thing that you can ill afford is hurt yourself here. And you got to keep your emotions in check. I understand that there's going to be some chatter going on, but these are young kids. They all have to go through that maturing process of doing it and understanding that you're down, Swick, and you got to find a way to get back in.
Personal foul.
It's difficult because you're
offsetting.
There's so much contact, It becomes difficult. So
personal foul offsetting against both teams.
You've got to be able to keep your emotions in check. So offsetting penalties. We're going to have a second down here on this situation. And Davion Taylor's going to be in the shotgun position. 4 receivers out, 2 on each side, 1 running back. Ball is snapped, bad snap. Taylor picks it up, though. Throws it in, intercepted by Lawton MacArthur, and it's getting to the 10, the 5, and he will be tackled at the 5. We've got a late flag on that play. A lot of different flags here.
Dominique Collins on that interception.
But I do think the interception will stand. Do you think so, Mo?
Well, I think the flag came in after the play. I mean, and it was a great interception. Anytime you're one of those linebackers back there, and and I love my linebackers. Shout out to linebackers out there. When you make a play, or even if you're a D lineman making a play, I love love what you're giving me on that. And the fact that you were able to make a play, that's big time, D. Right? I mean, we don't get that much love.
No, you don't. Never get that love. And it goes against the Highlanders. It was blocking in the back on that after interception.
Well, holding, it looks like is what they said, holding after the interception. So, I mean, there have been so many multiple signals tonight. It's hard to find the white hat tonight, Swig.
So 1st down and 10 for the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders. They're going to have an opportunity to add more points to the board. I want to talk about Davian Taylor after this play. I think he's getting a little down on himself. They hand the ball off to the running back. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gets a yard before he's brought down, and we have yet another flag on the play, and it looks to be maybe another holding penalty here on Lawton MacArthur. They're walking back as if they're accepting the penalty, and that's what's going to be the call. So that's going to be repeat of 1st down, but it's going to be
a chop block on that going against number 65.
They're moving him back, way back. They're already all the way back to the 49. They have to get to the 36-yard line to get a 1st down. So that's a significant setback for the Lawton MacArthur offense. We'll see how John Marshall defends this play. They
quarterback pass. He's going to drop.
Play action fake, throwing deep, incomplete, and they're going to call it pass interference on John Marshall. Mo, what did you think on that play? Was that warranted?
Well, on that one, it looks like contact. And, again, Lawton Mac putting pressure on the outside. And you got to keep your hands clean. I just couldn't tell whether it was contact. D-Wright, was it contact when the ball was in the air, or was it before on the route?
It was before on the route. He was doing it as a little hand checking all the way down.
So, the referee called that, so that's an automatic 1st down. No, not in high school. Okay. All right, so they're going to move the ball up, though. I think 15?
10. Should be 10.
10, okay.
Well, it looks like 15.
They're going to give him 15.
Yeah, they're going to give you 15, and that's going to be back at the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, which is
and they say
really,
1st down.
Yeah, 1st down, and here we go. They hand the ball off to the running back who runs outside the tackle, out of bounds.
That was Hutchinson on that carry, but led by number 55 for Darius Patton. Angel.
Here's the play again, hands it right back to the running back. He's stifled.
I love that hit.
Right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 1-yard loss, but that was a great tackle by that middle linebacker.
There's nothing that gets me more charged up than a good defensive lineman eating the gap and then stepping across the line of scrimmage and making a great play.
Great play by Angel DeLeon of John Marshall. Here's the play. Almost drove him off sides. They're not going to call a play. Gage Graham's going to go back, change the play at the line of scrimmage. Getting the call, the audible from the coaching staff. Ball is snapped. He's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to throw. He's got a man.
Wide open.
Caught, brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2 for the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders. They are in the goal line, and they are 2 yards away from scoring a touchdown here.
D-Rod, can I use an expression? That's kind of like the rope-a-dope. I mean, they lull you to sleep and then go over the top, and then before you blink, they're in the end zone.
Shotgun formation. They give it to number 11, Hutchison, right up the middle. He scores a touchdown. Lawton MacArthur gets the score. And we'll see what they do if they go with the extra point team here.
Again, if you our boxing analogy here is so fitting, Swick, because they come over the top with a big uppercut. They hit you with the overhand right, and then just when you're it's a middle body blow right into the end zone as he walks in for a touchdown.
When you least expect it. Here's the extra point team. Waiting on the snap. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Is it good? Yes, it is good. We've got a score of 40-6 with 9 minutes, 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Lawton MacArthur over the John Marshall Bears. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back and get more game underway and see how John Marshall answers on this next possession on offense. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Count on Lowe's for Labor Day savings to kick off your fall. Tidy up your yard with an Ego leaf blower starting at $199. These battery-powered blowers provide power and performance, clearing leaves and debris with ease. Plus, save $50 on a Charbroil Performance Series 4-burner gas grill, now $2.99. This Lowe's exclusive can fit up to 30 burgers. Shop Labor Day savings now at Lowe's. Grill offer valid through 9/7 while supplies last.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Are back. Here we are. 9:36 left in the third quarter. Got a score of 40-6. Lawton MacArthur currently on top of the John Marshall Bears. John Marshall's going to get the ball back, though. And they're about to return this kick. And here is the kick right now. Down towards the sideline. Catches it at the 8. Gets to the 15.
Looking for a
Trying
block.
to go 20, 25, 30. And is brought down right at the 30-yard line.
But the ground caused the ground. Ball came out.
I think he's they're gonna rule him down on that play. I think they're gonna mark it at the 30. First down at 10 for
Looks
John
like there's
Marshall.
an injury. Looks like an injury.
What number?
That's
who
that's
is
number
injured?
17. That was the ball carrier. He fell on top of the ball. Looks like this is going to
Probably knocked out his wind.
Yeah, knocked
wind out of his lungs. So yeah, that's number 17, Kylan Drennan, the senior wide receiver for John Marshall, and the staff is looking at him, trying to check on him, make sure he's okay. I'm sure he is. But again, this is a huge possession for John Marshall to do whatever they can to try and cut this deficit down if possible. They are going to call an injury timeout, and they're going to send trainers out there and check on him. He's now up and at him. He's walking towards the sideline under his own power. So looks like Drennan just kind of lost his wind there, and now he's jogging off the field. So he should be good to go.
I think the ball, he landed on top of the ball.
Injuries don't wait
And
for business
that'll do
hours.
it.
Now you
That'll
can be
do it. I
seen
don't know if anybody's
24/7
been
for
tackled
sports
while
injuries.
holding the football.
Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Shotgun formation. We've got double tight, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers to the short side of the field, 1 to the wide. Got a one-on-one situation here, but they're going to hand the ball off to the running back, and he is tackled for a loss. The Lawton MacArthur defensive line got significant penetration on that play and just blew it up in the backfield.
Yeah, that was great penetration by number 54 for Lawton Mac. He ended up in the backfield almost the same time as the running back got the ball. That's not good for your offensive lineman.
Yeah, so it's going to be second down and long. I think it's going to be 2nd and 13.
Yes, that's 2nd and 13.
Just under 9 minutes left in this third quarter. Davion Taylor still in at quarterback. He's had some turnovers tonight. He's had a learning experience. Gets the ball, runs right, throws, complete to number 32.
That's Sean Powell.
He moves up the field. He's short of the first down, but that was a significant yardage gain there for the John Marshall Bears.
That was a good play by Dorian Taylor. He was able to get the ball out to Sean Taylor and make a 10-yard gain.
Sean Powell.
Sean Powell.
That's right. So third down and about 3 right here, Maurice.
It was good to see Sean get back on the field. He left the game earlier with an injury. It's good to see him come back.
Davion Taylor still in at quarterback. Got 1 running back behind him. Ball is snapped. He's going to run it himself. He's going to bounce out right. Finds an open hole. Gets the first down. Runs out of bounds. Really close to the 45. That's a first down and 10 for the John Marshall Bears. They needed some momentum, and they got it on that play.
Yeah, he was able to keep that good blocking by the Bears up front for him. They walled off the linebackers and able to get him outside.
Chain game's got to keep up. I don't know. Is the chain game moving as fast with John Marshall as they are with Lawton MacArthur?
They haven't had to so far, Swick. We'll see if John Marshall picks it up.
Here's the snap. Davion's going to run left. He's going to cut it upfield. He's got room to run. Gets to the 45. Trying to get to the 40. No, he gets the first down. Is there a loose ball?
There's a ball on the ground, and about 17 flags came out of the ground.
And it's raining flags right now. There was a lot of flags at the last part of that play as he was approaching the first down marker. We'll see what it is right now. We've got several coaches, several players talking to the referee. Dorian Middleton down here is talking with the referee. And then the flags are on the other side of the field, so we're not exactly sure what's happening.
He hasn't given a signal yet.
Holding against John Marshall, so that's going to bring it back, and that's a drive killer, gentlemen.
Yeah, that negates that big run by the –
You hate that. You hate that. I think it's going to be a repeat of first down, but that is not the situation that you want to start your drive in. So I think it's going to be about, what, 1st and 12?
Yes.
I hate when you have a penalty like that, Swick. You just mentioned it, but it kills the momentum of the drive. You want something building, and you want your quarterback continue to grow with confidence. Let's see if he can respond.
Taylor gets the ball. He's looking to throw. He's got time. He's trying to make a decision. He's pointing where to throw. Throws it, overthrows it, incomplete. Tried to hit Dorian Middleton over the middle. He got one hand on it, but couldn't reel it in, so it's going to be 2nd and 13. 2nd and 12.
D-Rod, he keeps throwing into double coverage over there. When he has that much time, it's better for him to try and create some space. And I understand staying in the pocket. The offensive line did a great job on the block, but he's still throwing into double coverage.
Yeah, he's going to have to move around and have to search the field, find the open man.
All right, they're going to have another 2nd down and 12 here. I'm not sure why they're not showing the distance on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they haven't done it all night. It's been flickering. And
okay, they've been having some scoreboard issues. Okay, ball is snapped. Jet sweep. Thought he was going to throw it. He's trying to cut up field. Gets to the 45. He's tackled at the 47, 48 yard line. Not enough. Yeah, not enough for a first down, but a nice 4-yard gain on the jet sweep.
I want to give a shout-out to the linebacker for Lawton Mac. The way he ran down the line of scrimmage, he didn't let his man turn the corner. He kept his hips square to the line and did a good job of slamming that door. He tried to get around the corner, nothing to do.
Great angle, and that's what you got to do when you play that position. All right, John Marshall's back up to the line of scrimmage. Davian Taylor, the quarterbacks, relaying the play. Thought there might be an audible here on this situation. 3rd down. Ball is snapped. Hands off to the running back. Had a little bit of room to run inside. That's short of the first down, though.
Yeah, that's going to bring out 4th down. The door was open for Gilliford right there, but number 15 of the Highlanders, he shut that door quickly, didn't let anybody through.
And so they're at the 49-yard line on the Lawton MacArthur side. Do you go for it for 4 here, Mo?
That's the question. I think you almost have to, but you got to be careful. You got to be confident. You got to call your best play here to keep that momentum. You don't want the Highlanders to get the ball back just easily.
Yeah, you need this right now. This is a big 4th down situation.
I would punt it and try to pin them deep. That's what I would do.
Well, not when you're down 40-6. Okay, here we go. Davion Taylor, and we've got a false start maybe. I think this is going to be on John Marshall. And that's just the worst thing you can do on 4th down is commit a penalty like that and back you up even more.
Well, now you got to punt the ball.
Now you have to.
And to D. Wright's point, you're trying to stop the bleeding at the same time. When you're wounded when the lead is this big, the question is, do you continue to go after it, or do you feel the need to be safe here and fall back just a little bit? It's a tough decision, and I think it's a great question you need to ask the coach at the end of the game about what you do in a situation like that, because you're trying to.
I understand there's a high sense of urgency on that play. You want to get that going, and somebody
snap.
But here's the kick, and pretty decent punt down there. It's going to be recovered by Lawton MacArthur and immediately brought down by a John Marshall.
Who brought the wood on that one?
That young man.
That was number 58 on that.
Goodness gracious. 58 is Creighton Sandersfield.
Oh, man. Can I sign him? I need him. I need him to come run through a wall for me, and that was that kind of hit that you want. Those are the hits that you don't that make you change job descriptions.
Oh, no doubt. That was a smack right there. I like that. Then hopefully they can feed off that energy and play some defense here. Lawton MacArthur's offense is back out onto the field. And their whole goal is to wear down this John Marshall defense. 3 wide receivers to the wide side of the field. Ball is snapped. They're going to throw a wide receiver screen to one of them. He gets past one tackler and then is tackled by the second for a short game. I'm thinking maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, that's definitely 2 yards. The John Marshall Bears D-backs read that perfectly.
Great pursuit. Great pursuit to the ball.
And here they're going to fire it off. 2nd down. Here we go. Hands off to the running back right up the middle. He gets 5-6 yards, close to the first down. In fact, he passed the first down
Late flag.
But there is a flag on the play.
Thrown by the back judge. That's always in the area of holding, but we'll see.
Yeah, the referee's kind of discussing it, relaying the call. I wish we had some mics on the referees to hear what they're talking about, because I think that's kind of interesting. All right.
I think it's going to go against the Highlanders. Nope, he's changing the field.
Well, the official is talking with at least the side judge over there. I thought he was the first addressing his comments toward the coaching staff of the Highlanders, but he's not. So let's see exactly what he's going to do. He comes in the open space here.
All right, we're going to get a signal here. Offsetting penalties. So they penalize both of them, and it's offsetting, so nothing will happen, right?
They got to move the sticks.
Yeah, got to get the chain gang right. Come on, chain gang. They've been a little slow for me tonight. I'm not too critical on the chain gang, but here's the snap. They hand the ball off to the running back. He gets up the middle, and he gets about 5 yards, but it's about as hard of 5 yards as you'll get.
You know, Hutchinson is a bruising back. He's been bruising that defensive line all night.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the snap. Hands right back to Hutchinson. He's got the first down. He gets past the 50, is brought down close to the 46.
Great momentum building offense for Lawton Mac. Notice by the time John Marshall gets their hands down, the ball is snapped.
Yeah, very quick. Here's the snap again. Running back up the middle, 5 yards. He's got 10 yards, and he's going to be tackled after about 12 to 13 yards. And that's another first down conversion.
Looks like there's an injured bear on the field.
Yeah, John Marshall's got an injured player on the field. You know what? We're going to take a quick timeout as well. Well,
this looks like cramps.
Yeah, I think they're going to put Sandersfield back in the game and substitute for him. So we'll stay right here. I appreciate everybody at the station. Joseph's doing a great job and helping us fire off those commercials when need be. So,
but I'm going to say this: this is the attrition we talked about.
Right.
That speed offense, that NASCAR side, that hurry up, that constant pressure eventually causes a tied up. And I'm going to be honest with you. Remember Nick Saban got a little angry. I forgot what game it was. This is years ago when one of the players, when they were running hurry up offense, fell down.
Right.
Tried to
faked the injury.
Yeah. Now, again, I'm not saying that's happening at the high school level.
I don't think
week 0.
I don't think that's happening right now.
But obviously, hey man, you need some air.
And that's Angel DeLeon, who also is the kicker.
Yeah, and had some big tackles earlier in the game. But as you can see how he's walking, those are cramps.
Yeah, he's cramping up a little bit. I mean, it's been a long night. So Lawton MacArthur's running their offense like they've got their hair on fire. Here we go. First down at 10 for Lawton Mac. Hands the ball. Nope, they fake the handoff. Gage is going to throw over into the end zone. It's blocked by the defensive back for John Marshall. Great defensive play. That was Davian Taylor, the quarterback of John Marshall, playing defensive back and saved
another touchdown.
Yeah, saved a touchdown from happening and made that pass deflection, and that needed to happen in order for them to continue on playing defense. So second down, and we'll see what happens.
Whoa, there's a penalty?
I think so. It's on Lawton MacArthur. They backed him all the way up to the 47-yard line.
It's another chop block, guys.
Oh, they have gotten called for that several times. Here's
third one.
Here's Gage Graham again. He throws it, comeback route, gets back to the initial line of scrimmage. That's about, 15, 16 yards?
Gain of 15 on the play.
That's right. Third down and 10 now. 3:25 left in the third quarter. Ball is snapped, and they're going to call the play dead. We've had a lot of penalties here tonight.
We're at 17 right now. We're going to keep moving now.
Oh goodness, that's a lot. All right, so that, again, is on Lawton MacArthur, so that's going to bring it back a little bit, a 5-yard loss there. So here we are, waiting on the snap. Well, they're waiting on the signal from the referee. Now they can. Here's the ball, and they're going to hand off to the running back.
That's number 22.
He gets to the 25, 20, 25, 10, 5, touchdown, Lawton MacArthur. But guess what? We've got yet another yellow flag
that was
thrown on the field.
Mason Diaz on that run.
I mean, if you didn't,
and another one, just a late one. So we may have an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. I think Lawton MacArthur's getting a little frustrated with the flags. They're playing good football, and every time they do something well, they get a flag for it. So they're a little frustrated. So the touchdown's going to come off the board. No touchdown. It's against Lawton MacArthur, so that's going to back them up even further. We'll see where they spot this penalty, but I guarantee you it's a unsportsmanlike.
At least one of the calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the officials are not, again, in a huddle down there, and they've had to do this several times tonight to get the vantage point right. And, again, you mentioned it earlier, Swigga, how difficult this job is. I mean, the OSSA is doing recruiting for more officials right now. So if you've got a love for high school sports, go ahead and look on their website, the OSSA website.
We need more referees in this world. We need more people officiating our sporting events. It's got to happen.
It's got to, and it gives, that's what we want. We never want them to be a part of the game, but we need them to control the game. Now, that moves the penalty back, but again, I mean, for everything that you said, Swig, for everything great Lawton MacArthur has, they've got some ugly penalties that have been drive killers.
They're on the 46-yard line right now. They've got it's second down and a mile. But we've seen them convert here tonight as well, so this isn't necessarily a drive killer. It's a difficult hill to climb, but they've climbed it before.
Yeah, they've been able to do this multiple times. As a matter of fact, 2 plays before this, they did it.
All right.
The officials may need to get another penalty card to keep running out of space.
I think their arms are getting tired throwing all these flags. All right, got the play clock right. Here we go. Second and long. Second 20. Ball is snapped, fakes the handoff. Graham throws. Incomplete. Tried to hit his receiver, number 6.
Yeah, that was great defense by John Marshall's
Jeremiah Jordan.
Brandon Russell on the defense there, who's able to knock that ball out at the last second.
So it's going to be like 3rd and 20, 3rd and 21, somewhere in there. All right, and we've got the announcer that's
trying to pump up the crowd.
Yeah, trying to get them ready. Okay, here we go. Long 3rd down opportunity here for Lawton Mac. Can John Marshall stay strong? Fakes the handoff. He's having to avoid rushers. He takes it off himself, gets tackled right at the 41-yard line. He's going to be well short of the first down marker.
And they're going for it. Why would they stop? They're going for it.
You might as well. But what's the yardage here, Mo?
You're looking at basically 4th down and 16. 4th down and 17.
Okay,
17 yards.
All right, very good. Here we go. And they're going for it. Gage Graham at the quarterback. We may see him throw here. He
hands off.
No, they hand off to Hutchison.
And
he gets to the 40, and he is nowhere close to the first down marker. That's a 4th down stop by the John Marshall defense. And they finally get Lawton MacArthur to turn it over on downs. John Marshall's going to have an opportunity on offense to cut the deficit.
That was a 4-minute possession by Lawton Mac.
They took 4 minutes off the clock, but if you're John Marshall, it's a win. They didn't add to it. They didn't get any more big plays. Lawton MacArthur was actually a better defender on this series than helping in assisting John Marshall get off the field. So now you just want to build on the momentum and see if we can get some first downs, sustain some drives, and put some points on this board.
Minute 25 left in the 3rd quarter, and John Marshall has the football and an opportunity here. Davion gets the ball, runs right, throws. I think it's complete to Dorian Middleton.
Yes.
That's about an 8-yard pass and catch.
He threw that where only his man could get it, which is very smart, low to the outside.
Yeah, good throw on that play. So it's going to be 2nd down and 2 for John Marshall. They're getting the call from the coaching staff, getting right back to the line of scrimmage. Davion Taylor is relaying the play to his teammates.
Less than a minute to go in the 3rd quarter.
He's in the pistol formation. You've got Sean Powell in motion to the right. Hands off. Davion's going to keep it himself, run right. Gets past the 50-yard line marker right at midfield. That's good enough for a John Marshall first down and 10.
Love that decision, Swig. That's exactly what you want to do as your quarterback. Don't force anything. Take what they give you. Be smart about your decisions, and just matriculate the ball down the field.
They're in Lawton MacArthur territory. They're right at the 48-yard line right now. First down and 10, John Marshall getting back to the line of scrimmage. Davion Taylor has been the motor of this offense right now. He hands off to Gilliford, who cuts out and bounces left. 40, 35. If he'd have broke that last tackle, he could have taken it even further, possibly for a touchdown. Really good run by number 5, Shaz Gilliford, the senior running back for John Marshall.
You know, this is his first year playing tailback because he's always been defensive-minded. This is his first year playing tailback, and he's really ready to go.
Yeah, he's lined up in the tailback position again, and they're going to fake the handoff. Davion Taylor's got room to run. He's pointing. Traffic. He's trying to – he dodges a defender. He runs it himself, runs out of bounds. They just couldn't get open. And we've got a late flag here on this situation.
While they figured this out, that was smart by Davion Taylor.
And yet another flag. I think there's some talking down there.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely some chatter going on, but you got to talk about it. You said 17 flags, so we would 18, 19, 20? Is that 20 now?
I think we're in the 20 range right now.
Yep.
And that's the final play of the third quarter, Swig.
Yeah, and so that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a quick commercial break and come back and see how this fourth quarter plays out. Can John Marshall score a touchdown on this possession? They've got some momentum. They're moving down the field. We'll find out when we get back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Need someone to be there, knowing they'll always care. Someone who lights your way each and every day. Doing what you love is everything, so we can celebrate the joy it brings. There's so much to protect in our lives. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
And we're back. About to begin this fourth quarter here at Taft Stadium in the heart of Oklahoma City. We've got a score of 40-6. Lawton MacArthur's taken a significant lead over the John Marshall Bears, but I tell you what, John Marshall played pretty good in the second half, only allowed one touchdown. They've got the ball. They've got a little bit of momentum. They've been converting converting first downs throughout this, first half. So we'll see how this turns out, Maurice.
The second half is what matters because if you're a coach, now it's not about wins and losses anymore. I know it, because again, it's not about how you start a season; it's how you finish.
Yeah.
So in this particular case, what's the most important thing to do? Most important thing is to say right now, you're really down 7-0. They've only given up one touchdown, as you said, 7-0 in the second half of this game. So if you're John Marshall right now, you want to continue to build off of that and take that into the next week. But you got to finish this game the correct way so the next game starts right.
Right, and you really got to forget about all the bad things that have happened to you throughout the game as far as bad plays, penalties, and all of that. Just concentrate on what you can do.
Taylor back to pass.
Here he is in the corner. Oh, he had an open receiver, just slightly overthrew him. I liked the play call. It was kind of a tough pass to make. I will give credit to Lawton MacArthur. I feel like they covered it well, but there was an opening where Taylor could have dropped it in there, but it was slightly overthrown. So that's an incomplete pass. 11:54 left in the fourth quarter. Really important for just the morale of the team. It's just to get in this end zone right now. Second and goal at the 4. Ball is snapped. Taylor's going to take it himself. Cuts up. Can he get in there? Yes, he can. John Marshall, touchdown. That is a touchdown, and the lights are blinking crazy. It's a cool sight to see. I'll say that.
It's good to see them get that touchdown, D. Wright, because that's what you want. You want your quarterback, who is the leader of your offense, to continue to build confidence within his other teammates. You want to see that offensive energy continue to flow, and they're doing it.
Yeah, that gives them enough energy and that confidence, because he's had some tough moments tonight with the interceptions and some fumbles, but this will give him that confidence to go on as they go for 2 right here.
Yeah, John Marshall's going for 2. Got running back on each side, one behind him in the diamond formation. Lawton Mac's in their goal line defense. And
handoff up the middle.
Handoff up the middle.
Chaz Gilbert's still on his feet.
He's trying to avoid it, but he's just sinking into a deeper hole. So the 2-point conversion is no good. The score is 40-12. So John Marshall did a great job of just cutting the deficit at least by a touchdown. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back and see if they go for an onside kick or are they kicking off. We'll find out right after this. CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Life doesn't wait when you're experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in action, helping you get back in action.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Here we are. We're back. 11:46 left in this football game. John Marshall just scored another touchdown. So the score is 40-12. And Lawton MacArthur with the lead.
The Highlanders only have themselves to blame. The bad penalties that they got on the last possession led to great field position of John Marshall. Then Lawton Mac added some bad penalties on that drive, extending some things, and John Marshall gets in on the end zone.
Does John Marshall kick an onside here? Do you do it?
I wouldn't do it.
Why not?
I think that's the old expression, poking the bear. You're trying to get them going again. Now you just play your team the way you want them to play. Because in the second half of the game, the score is 7-7. I know it's not what the scoreboard said tonight.
Pooch kick, they catch it right at the 30. They're going to fair catch it right there.
Flag.
So we've got another flag here.
Offsides.
On John Marshall. So they're going to have to re-kick. They're going to back this up and have to re-kick it.
What's the official penalty count, D. Wright, you had?
I'm at 21 right now.
We're at 21. Yeah. Yeah, not efficient. But this is what happens, first game of the season, week 0, things like that happen. You got to brush up. You got to make some corrections. It's going to be a long day in the film room come Monday.
A lot of growing, both teams.
Well, let's put it this way. The Lawton staff will be happy about the way the team started, but not how that team is finishing right now.
All right, Lawton MacArthur's going to get the ball 35-40. And get close, get tackled right around the 44.
Yeah, I think so, 44. That's where the referee's stopping.
All right, they're going to have another opportunity. They've scored one touchdown this second half. So if we just totally disregard the first half, we've got a tie ball game.
Exactly. Yeah. And to me, that's the way as a coach, when you're building a program, that's how you look at it. You can't always make it. And, again, football is not about how you're finishing at the end of the season.
It was a bad second quarter for John Marshall. You take away that second quarter, we've got a ball game.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to fake the handoff and then throw to the tight end, number 17.
What a great open field tackle. Great open field tackle.
Yeah, John Marshall defense just did really swarm that ball carrier.
That was Middleton on that stop.
All right, 2nd down and 10 here for Lawton MacArthur. Gets the snap, hands off the running back right up the middle. Is quickly tackled
spinning forward.
Oh, my goodness. How did he get out of that?
I don't know. Understand it. He spun, and he was next thing you know.
He just never went down. That was an impressive run by that young man. It was actually a 2-yard gain, and then he turned it into a 7 to 8 yard gain.
Yeah.
Guys, that's called fatigue. You don't wrap up at the end of the games. You know, this is not the referee's not going to bail you out. You got to get the man to the ground.
Ball is snapped. Hands right back to number 22. Goes up and gets the first down, and it's going to be tackled close to the 35-yard line. I think he's going to be at the 36, 37. You're starting to see this
the body positions.
Well, this defensive line kind of wear down. They're really struggling right now. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws. Complete. Along the sideline to the 25-yard line. That's another first down at 10 for Lawton MacArthur.
You're starting to see some hands on the hips, little heads down. There's some tired players out there.
Shotgun formation. 2 running backs. Hands off to the running back up the middle. He's got a few yards, and then he's trying to escape some blockers. Finally brought down after a 3-yard gain.
And, again, we have a John Marshall player who looks like he's down, but it's going to be based upon that same thing.
It's our guy DeLeon who's down again. This is his second time he's had to be picked up. He just looks exhausted. He's given everything he's got and putting it out on the field, so you got to respect that. But,
no, it's not a lack of effort. For lack of effort. But what you're saying is, again, this is the attrition we talked about. Now, Lawton Mac had only run 23 plays. We're now into the 40s. You know, when you're talking low 40s in terms of play count. Well, when your first game of the season and you're being attacked like this on a relentless basis, it's easy to, get a cramp. It's easy to have those things take you out, Swick, and just have you needing some Gatorade, need some pickle juice.
Right.
Need something.
I think that's the case. I think he's suffering a cramp right now. Trainers out there dealing with it. So they've called an injury timeout. We're 9 minutes and 47 seconds away from this ball game ending. We've got a score of 40-12. Lawton MacArthur on top, and they've got the football and they're moving at will. They're really been strong running the football right now. They've made some mistakes themselves, had some penalties, and some things happen that kind of set back a few things, but at the same time, they've got a significant lead, so you got to give them credit. I know this is going to be a very big learning experience for the John Marshall Bear football team, and I think head coach Chris Barris is going to use this game to teach the players some of the issues that they've got to work on, and obviously, there's a class difference. Lawton MacArthur's Class 5A. They were in the semifinals of the Class 5A playoffs last year. And John Marshall, had to – they were 3-7 last year, had a new head coach. So they're starting from scratch here. And Chris Barris is just unfortunate to have to inherit a team with a game to start the season like this.
Yeah,
that's just bad scheduling. It's nothing else better
I don't
than
think
that.
it's bad. I think you schedule
well,
up to
unfortunate schedule.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Like this schedule was probably made years ago.
Okay, it might be, but even so, you want them to get the experience of playing these more experienced teams. How do you build your program? You don't get it by playing. What's the old Bob Stoops? Was it Power Puffs? Handkerchief State.
Right, and you can't build Rome in a day. And I think John Marshall fans need to understand that. Here's the snap. They're going to hand off to the running back, and he's going to bounce right, try and find a –
Hutchinson.
Yeah, what a tackle by number 58. Golly, that's my guy, Creighton Sanders.
Yeah, he's the one that came in and talked to us earlier 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. He's been making some really big hits tonight for John Marshall. Oh, they blitz, but it didn't get there in time. Handed the ball off to the running back right up the middle for a very small gain. They're now in the red zone, though. And they'll have an opportunity to get in the end zone.
D-Right, is there a more frustrating play as a defender when the ball is snapped and you get into that backfield and you just can't
time it just right?
And they run right past you. You're like, oh, my God.
Oh, and he timed it right there. And
now, see, that's how it's done.
That's how you do it.
That's how it's done.
Who is that? That's number 20.
Yeah, this young man.
He's been making plays all night.
Jay and Blackburn really blitzed at the right time and made the play. Here's the snap. They're going to rush
Blackburn again.
Blackburn again, and They get a short gain for Lawton MacArthur.
And we lost a shoe, guys.
And yes.
So it's going to be 4th down and goal. And they might as well go for it. I mean, why not? 8:27 and counting left in the 4th quarter. They're right there on the 5. No.
Make that the 7.
I think they're going to kick, guys. I think they're going to kick.
Okay. Looks like they are going to kick a field goal here.
So it looks like it's going to attempt Swick a 23-yard field goal attempt.
And they've been up and down as far as their kicking game. They've missed extra points. They've made them. This is real close to the same distance. Here's the snap. Kick is up. And it is good. And so that means the score is Lawton MacArthur 43, John Marshall 12, 7:53 left in the 4th quarter. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll come back and see what John Marshall can do on offense. They scored a touchdown last time. We'll see if they can score this time. Stay with us. CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM, HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Like bones, your teeth lose density and become weaker over time, which can lead to tooth decay. And that can make your visit to the dentist feel like this. But if you want your dental visit to feel like this, try Crest Densify. Crest Densify actively rebuilds tooth density to extend the life of teeth by remineralizing enamel. Densify from Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America. Smile, Crest has you covered.
More football presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Welcome back to the high school game of the week, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1. That was, describe just what happened, D, right? You tell me.
What happened was they just wore down the Bears defense right there, that front four, and they were able to just drive down handoff after handoff, using their big-bodied running backs to push their way up field until they finally
we saw missed tackles. I'm going to cut you off, Swick.
Yeah.
We saw missed tackles that led to big plays, and eventually the John Marshall defense did slow them down at the end, when you say eliminating the touchdown and holding them to 3 points. So it's still, to me, a win for John Marshall in that regard.
Yeah, so they're going to get the kick, and Gilliford's going to get it at the 5, 10, 15. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds really close to the 15. I think they're going to mark him at the 15. First down at 10. 7:42 and counting. And we've got another banged-up player on John Marshall, number 11. That's Dondrick Williams. He's got an ankle bother him. He's getting off the field now. So Davion Taylor still in at quarterback.
At this time, the game has just become a teachable moments for both teams.
Yeah, it's a learning experience for Davion Taylor. He's played wide receiver the past 2 years. His first career start at quarterback.
Yeah.
Against Lawton MacArthur, Class 5A semifinalist last year. So,
and what you want to see now is leadership and growth. That's what you want to see. Yeah. Stay poised. Don't lose the moment.
All right. First down at 10. Here we go. They get the ball. Taylor runs right, cuts up, makes one guy miss, and then he's wrapped up. He had to work hard for that game. I think it's a short gain.
Looks like it's going to be 2 yards.
2 yards.
He tried to spin himself
Second down and 8 for John Marshall.
Now, in this situation, they've gotten great success by doing that running off tackle and that in swinging the pass quick out of the quarterback's hand. We need to continue to see that. But, again, slow it down. You don't have to rush.
Second down and 8. Shotgun formation. Empty backfield. No, actually, there's one running back there. Taylor's going to run left. Bounce outside. Gets to the 20. And he's going to be tackled right around the 22-yard line. That's going to be about a 3 to 4 yard gain on that play and force a third down.
That was a hard run. That was a tough run. Take it for the team. Let me show some leadership, some of that poise I just talked about, and there it was on display, D, right there in front of us.
Yeah, and he did a good job of that, following his blockers, getting up the middle, not getting pulled down by the first man.
Just under 6 minutes away from the ending of this ball game, but John Marshall's going to try and play for some pride here and try and get in this end zone. 4 wide receivers split, 2 on each side, 1 running back. Taylor gets the ball, fakes the handoff, throws right, hits the wide receiver, 30, 35, 40, 45.
He could go.
50, 45.
Oh, my. He's looking for a block.
40.
He set him up.
35, 30.
He's running out of
20,
gas.
15. He's going to be brought down at right around the 12 to 13-yard line, and he is gassed. He ran a long ways. What a big play on offense for the John Marshall Bears.
That is a 65-yard pass and catch for the John Marshall Bears. And not only that, he went from one side of the field to the other, so you can go ahead and add another 30 yards to that.
That's exactly right. And we talked about playing for pride, man. They've got it. They've got it. That was a great play, and we'll see what they do here. First down at 10. Ball snap. Taylor's going to run left. Gets to close to the 15. I think they're going to mark him down at the 16.
That was a busted play.
Oh, we've got a late flag, maybe an unsportsmanlike conduct.
It might have been a horse collar.
Yeah, and also that was a busted play. When he turned back, the running back was not on the right side. The play was supposed to go the opposite direction.
Exactly right.
Or either that or Taylor out of air went to the wrong way.
Somebody made a mistake. They were not on the same page, and Taylor just had to do what he could to save that play. And
we're not sure if it's a holding.
We might see an holding. We might see an unsportsmanlike. There's a couple different options right now. And we've seen just about every flag in the book tonight.
Yeah, and some we didn't even know what they were. All right, it's going against Lawton Mac, and it looks like it's okay.
He's going to take it inside the 10 down to the 8, guys.
Yeah, it is unsportsmanlike. It was too late. I mean, when he threw the flag, the play was over.
Yeah.
So that's the only conclusion that I could come to. Okay. So Davion Taylor's getting the play call. It's 1st and goal from the 10. Ball is snapped. Taylor's trying to throw.
There it is.
Corner of the end zone. He's got a guy open. Touchdown, John Marshall.
Looks like that was Middleton on that.
Beautiful throw. Beautiful catch by the quarterback and wide receiver. That's the way they drew it up, and that's the way they executed. They ought to be happy.
Can I say it's a third time a charm? They've tried to run that corner route at least 3 times.
Exactly.
And they finally were able to nail it. What a job by Taylor. What a job being poised. Nice execution.
Great catch by Dorian Middleton. Touchdown, John Marshall. I like the reserve. I like the effort. You know, when things are down, they still keep fighting. They still keep scratching and clawing and doing whatever they can.
And you know,
to try to get back in this game.
We got an injured Marshall player down there. That's Middleton. He tried to make it off the field, and he wasn't able to make it off the field. He sat down.
So listen, he's still tired from that 65-yard play where everybody was blocking downfield. So give that man some water. Give that man some water.
He might be cramping up too.
Let's do this. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll come back and see what happens with this extra point. Will they go for 2? Either way, we'll be back. Don't go very far. CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM HD1, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm.
Like bones, your teeth lose density and become weaker over time, which can lead to tooth decay. And that can make your visit to the dentist feel like this.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health.
The 18, John Marshall gets in the end zone. They're going for 2 right now. Davion Taylor gets the
trouble.
snap, and he's trying to avoid a sack but can't. Lawton MacArthur defense brought him down, so that 2-point conversion is no good.
Did you? I don't want to cut you off, D. Right, but the head coach of John Marshall was running down the sideline. He saw it. The man was coming across on the backside. The tight end did the drag route, and he just, if he had 2 more seconds, it's a 2-point conversion.
And the only problem with that, it was that the backfield and the right side of the blockage for the John Marshall Bears, the offensive line, they didn't have their blocking assignments together. They tried to block the same man, and let one free.
Right, exactly. In other words, you're talking about the overload, the pressure on one side of the line, and when they overload, everybody was there, but again, there was just not enough blocking on that side, Swick.
Yes.
But nonetheless, hey, John Marshall got on the board again. I mean, how about we say this? The score in the second half of this one right now, if I'm doing my math right, is exactly
10-14. Or 10, wait, I'm
I'm about
sorry,
to say
10 to 12.
I'm about to say, what are we doing?
10 to 12.
10 to 12?
Yeah, 10 to 12. Because they've messed up both of their extra points.
I think it's 13. I think it's 13 to 10.
You know, I would still use this as a learning experience and try and just use this in executing an onside kick. Why not? Why not? You may need it, when it counts, and this is a great opportunity to practice in a real game situation.
I think with the time on the score, I agree with you with the time on the score.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. If they wanted to do that.
So, it's a great question. I mean, a great point at this point. You practice situational football at this point.
Right. Use this as a learning tool and an educational experience.
But it's still a lot of time, and if you can keep, I mean, psychologically, as a young team, does it hurt you if you give up 50 as opposed to 43? I mean, what's your mindset on that, Swig?
Well,
but you know what? They may not be able to kick it deep. They haven't been able to do that all night.
Yeah, exactly. There's a pitch kick again. They take it to the 40, get it to the 45. They brought down at the 46. Lawton MacArthur at 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. John Marshall's defense is running out onto the field. And
that's not many players because they go both ways.
Well, you've got to be ready for this fast pace, as Mo likes to say, NASCAR-type offense where there's just a massive sense of urgency, and they're trying to run as quickly as possible and wear you down. So 3 minutes, 50 seconds, and counting left in this fourth quarter. The score's 43-18. Lawton MacArthur with the lead and the football. Ball is snapped, and they're going to call the play dead. I think it's false start on Lawton MacArthur.
Yeah.
That's for what it looks like, and that's what it's going to be.
So that's now what, penalty 24?
Yes.
24, 25. Which one is it?
24.
And that's both teams combined, right?
Yes, that's both teams combined.
There is a lot of penalties tonight.
Yeah, but it's combined.
Shotgun formation, ball is snapped, hands off to the running back right up the middle. He gets to the original line of scrimmage, plus more. Bounces out left, 50, 45. Is pushed out of bounds. I think he got past the first down marker. And
yeah,
that's
he
did. Be
looked like at the 40.
That's going to be first down for Lawton Mac. All right.
And, they're stopping it at the 45.
Well, they're going to mark him a yard shy. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well, 2nd down and 1. Here's the snap. Oh, they're going to fake the snap and get the call and audible at the line of scrimmage. Gage Graham is relaying the play.
Offsides.
Gets the snap, and I think it's offsides. John Marshall gives them a free first down.
Yeah, that was Blackburn. He was on the blitz, and he timed it not right. His timing was off.
Yeah, so automatic first down for Lawton MacArthur, and it's going to be first down and 10 for them.
In Blackburn, he has been a great tackler all night tonight.
Shotgun formation, hands off to Hutchison. He's cutting up field, finds the room to run, and gets
still on his feet, pushing the pile.
Still on his feet, but they got to stop the play at some point. They can't just sit there and let him stifle. That's going to be about a 6-7 yard gain for Hutchison and Lawton Mac.
2 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. 43-18. Lawton MacArthur with the lead in the football, and we've got a play stoppage here.
Equipment failure.
Yeah, and
no, they're resetting the clock to 40 seconds.
Yeah, I think
there's the difference between the 40 and the 25. They jumped the clock to 25. It should have been 40 seconds.
And there are some substitutions happening right now as well. Okay, here we go. And
looks like victory formation.
Well, no, just not quite yet. Maybe one more play. Maybe one more play. Ball is snapped, hands off to the running back up the middle. He's short of the first down, about a 1 yard gain. And a minute 25 left in this game. I think that
one more first down, and then those go.
Yeah, Lawton Mac is obviously trying to run out the clock right here, and they're going to give the ball one more time to the running back. Gets upfield, gets the first down.
Bounces off.
Got a flag here.
And he's still on his feet.
Finally gets brought down after about 20 yards. The tough runner. I will give Lawton Mac the credit they deserve. They got some tough running football players.
They don't go down with the first man.
And we've got Middleton who's down on the ground too, so we've got an injury timeout.
Yeah, and the penalty is a face mask. It's the personal foul face mask variety. So penalty number 25 for you folks.
Aren't all first face masks?
No, there's the
15
there's
down.
the personal foul, and then there's the one I didn't mean to do it, but my hand got to you.
Incidental face
Incidental,
mask.
yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, Middleton's got he's banged up, and he's been banged up for a while. He did whatever he could to come in and play this game, so you got to give him credit.
He's coming in and out. He'll go
He
in
wasn't
one play.
100%.
Yeah, he'll go in one play and come out one play. He's trying to do everything he can.
Okay, so now can I say it's victory formation?
I think that would be the smart thing to do here.
They got their first down. It's less than a minute to go.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're going to get that play clock situated, wait on the signal from the referee. Here's the snap, and he downs it. So Lawton MacArthur's going to run out the clock. And that's been our ball game this evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Lawton MacArthur Highlanders have won the football game 43-18 over John Marshall. That's the final score for tonight's CBS Sports Radio High School Game of the Week. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll come back with our post-game show. We've got Big O's Pork and Dreams Player of the Game. We will announce that shortly, and we will talk about this game as a whole and what we expect for next week as well. So don't go anywhere. Our post-game show coming up next here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1.
Need someone to be there, knowing they'll always care. Someone who likes your way.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
but it's a tough position change, and then you want him to come in here and beat teams like Lawton MacArthur. I mean, it's a tough hill to climb, but and there were times that I felt like he got down on himself. But I really give a lot of credit to that coaching staff. They were able to pick him up. His teammates picked him up, and he made some plays down the stretch in the second half that helped them to become,
they showed
better
that
on
there's
the
potential.
scoreboard.
They have potential for the next
He led
couple
them
years.
to a couple of scoring opportunities late in the game, so he was able to kind of forget about that and just keep going forward, and that's all you can do. So I do want to give a big shout-out to Big O's Pork and Dreams. I love Big O, and I love his barbecue. I think it's the best in the state. Treat yourself to some of the best barbecue in Oklahoma City. They've got two great locations. One in Edmond, 285 South Santa Fe Avenue. That's by my house, so you'll catch me there at least once or twice a week. And then you've got the location in Midwest City that's been open for a little over a year, 6003 Southeast 15th Street. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday from 11 a.m. until they run out of meat. So get there early so you can get some food for your tailgating or whatever you're doing on Saturdays
And
this
the potatoes.
fall.
Oh, my gosh.
It's going to be really, really good. I enjoy his food. And he is our sponsor for the player of the game, the Big O's Pork and Dreams barbecue player of the game. D, who is it?
Well, for us, I'm going to have to go with the quarterback for the Lawton Mac Highlanders, and that is number 2, Gage Graham. He had an outstanding game. He played. He threw the ball. He ran the ball. He controlled the offense and was able to just wear down the defensive line for the John Marshall Bears.
He did a little bit of everything. So, Swick, I mean, we don't talk about him because the offense was moving so well.
Right.
And, you always want to give it up. Hutchinson should get an honorable mention tonight.
Oh, definitely.
And then I think, of course, Taylor for John Marshall needs to be mentioned in that, too, because he played all 4 quarters.
Yeah.
But I have no objection to your player of the game.
Yeah, Gage Graham.
I want to take a real quick look at the scoreboard. One of the bigger games going on in the Metro right now. Of course, tonight, 0 week out there. But those fans that are out there, they're going to be crazy tonight if this game continues to go. Choctaw versus Dell City. And as far as when I last looked at that score, I got to find it again. Dell City was up on Choctaw in that game, so that was a big one there. Also, one of the surprising games tonight. How about a good game in Edmond, Santa Fe tonight? Santa Fe and Jinx. I think it's 13-10, and if I'm not mistaken on that one, I'm going to have to try and find it here real quick. But if I'm not mistaken in that particular score, Jinx was down. So I'm just trying to, because we're sitting there going through a lot of the big-time scores, but I just thought it was some interesting games in 0 week. We saw some interesting scores out there.
Yeah, Edmond North at Deer Creek right now. Deer Creek is up 28-20. I don't know.
And they were down significantly in that game at the first half.
Yeah, they've taken the lead, so that's interesting. Bethany is really looking good this year. They're going to beat Jones, Oklahoma, 39-26 with about a minute left in that ball game. The Moore Lions have looked really strong, 52-35 over Edmond Memorial. You've got Bishop McGinnis, 52-17 over Putnam City. There are some very interesting ball games out there. There's no doubt about it. And Broken Bow, McAllister, that's really close. I mean, so that's what it looks like. Make sure you tune in to the Morning Rush on Monday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. We'll go over some of the major scores in high school football this weekend, and we'll talk more about this game, and it'll be a really good time. So, but congratulations to Lawton MacArthur in their victory. Gage Graham is Big O's Pork and Dreams barbecue player of the game. But I'm looking forward to next week as we go on throughout the season with John Marshall and see how they kind of come back from this experience, from this learning experience in game number 1.
Real quick, just update, Dell City 38-28.
38-28
over Choctaw
okay,
right now. It's not over yet. It's 4th quarter. It's just started.
Very good. Well, we'll be –
next week we take on Bethany.
Bethany, that's right. And so Bethany's going to get a victory tonight over Jones, Oklahoma. And so we'll see Bethany and John Marshall play here at Taft Stadium next Friday. I can't wait.
That should be a good game. It'll be interesting to see. Interesting week of practice to see what the team does and what they look like next week, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank our producers, Joseph and Bryce Sean on the stream. Maurice, you've done a great job. Thank you for coming in. And D. Wright, awesome job as well. And want to thank our title sponsors for tonight's broadcast, SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospital and Chuck Davis State Farm. Also want to give a big shout-out to Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue and Super Prep OK on Instagram. Make sure you look them up on Instagram. Super Prep OK. They do a great job covering high school athletics and putting a spotlight on the high school athletes. So have a great weekend, Oklahoma. We'll pick it up Monday morning with bright and early, 7 a.m. with the Morning Rush here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1.
School Game of the Week, presented by SSM Health at St. Anthony. All season long, lock it in and feel the action. Local high school football here. It's OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3.
The Soul Bowl is back and it's bigger and better. 2 straight days, Friday, September 9th and Saturday, September 10th. Starting Friday, September 9th at 8 a.m. It's the 5th annual golf tournament at Lake Hefner Golf Course, 4491 South Lake Hefner Drive. Get your brand in front of thousands with one of our donations.